On Independence Weekend, Saturday, August 5, 2023, it's all about Umbrella Evening Brunch Anniversary at Caymanos Golf Club St. Catherine from 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. It's a food inclusive and VIP mixed drinks inclusive event. Performances by Deplement Valiant, Stock Ashley, and the 4th Gen Boss, Donia. Showtime 6 p.m. Music by Chromatic Live, Fire Team, Shabrock Team Wire, and Polo Blacks Movement, powered by Stingray Movements. So get your tickets online now at First in Line JA. No weapons allowed. Must be 18 years or older. Drink responsibly.
Dear viewers and subscribers, one of the best events in the holidays. So don't be late. Caymanos Golf Club, Ryan LFC represent for this party. I want all the people them to roll out, buy on the ticket early online. Some of the top dancehall artists will be there. So don't be late. Purchase a ticket right now.
Oh, and there's them here. This is Boom Boom, aka World Boom, the Billboard selector. And I represent for Ryan LFC. To get the latest Reggae Boyz content, just hit that like and subscribe button. And the Operation Ball Game, I say, knock it, Ryan.
My name is Earl Stevens, former international player and reggae boy, and you're watching Elite Sports TV, Ryan LFC. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay up to date to get the latest content on the Reggae Boyz football.
Welcome on Reggae Boyz fans, welcome back to the channel. My name is Ryan LFC, back again guys, another top shelf video for you guys today. Hey people, tonight we're in the plating, you know, so I'm telling you from now, so make sure say on to like the video. All I want to do in the comment section and tell you about we're going to beat Mexico. If you don't like the video, we're going to beat Mexico. And yes, so the energy start from, because we are going to take revenge from this Mexico thing. Yo, remember 2015, you know, just leave high school, you know, and then boy the dirt, you know, and take away the Gold Cup family, you know. You see that game here come tomorrow night, right? Murder them. Leon Bailey at him best. Cannot control Leon Bailey. Yeah? We are dealing them. Bobby Reed, last game, oh my God. Jesus Christ. Bobby Reed is a little bit of sauce. What you want? Chicken, big deal. Let's get into it, people. Hey, people, great. Top player. Top player. The man make a difference with this Reggae Boyz team. Trust me. One of the most deadly winger in the Gold Cup. For me, telling you this, I'm biased. I'm telling you that. I don't behave like the man in ESPN. I'm not telling you I am biased. Them are the best player in this Gold Cup. No man can tell me nothing. And my opinion and still. I'm telling you, say I'm biased. Gray are the best winger in the Gold Cup. I don't want to say, but people, I'm not going to make no wait too long. I have 3 special guests. People, I'm not lie to the people. 2 of them come on this show before. But we have the world famous man join the show tonight, people. Now I'm going to say nothing. I'm going to make him do all of the talking for tonight. People, trust me. I see that man up on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Everywhere I see him. And me I say, yo, before Mikey Barnes usually tell me about that brother, but I just could put a picture to the face. You get to me? I say, I'm not lying. I say, Ryan, him go every tournament, almost anytime Jamaica play, him fly all over the place. But boy, I love him sponsor the Reggae Boyz, because I don't know how him do it. Him go under 15, him go under 17, him go under 20. Yeah, man, people don't know that person, man. Every big Reggae Boyz player, every Reggae Boyz player, see a picture with him. Listen, I don't know how him do it, but we're going to introduce you guys to the world famous man tonight. Good evening. Welcome to the show, the world famous man. First time on Ryan LFC. Yeah, run from it, you know. But you have to come to the Tata show. Talk to me, world famous man.
Ryan, good evening. First time on the show. Like I was saying backstage, if I'm so famous, I should be rich by now. Because y'all should, you know, give me some money to go on all of these trips if I'm so famous. So we'll see if that can happen.
No worry yourself, man. Nothing. Money. You don't need money. All you need happiness. All we need to win that Gold Cup here for you. I mean, no, you don't win. You don't take that Gold Cup here winning more than $1 million right now. Who should David prefer right now? $1 million Jamaican dollar win the gold.
I'd take the win because I was at the Gold Cup when we lost to Mexico in the final. So I would love to like you said, take revenge on them this time and then win the final. That would be a dream come true.
Okay, so that's why we have to get revenge. You know. People, I'm not calling him by him name. Him name the world famous man. I stick the name. When you know when you give them name, you know, it's sticking. You know. The world famous man on the show. But people, tonight me I learn something about one of my guests them. Me not lie. People, you know that me have to stop beat Lambert because me and Lambert cousin, our family, a good local friend, people. And I'm going to introduce you guys to Lambert. By the way, people, big up to Lambert because Lambert having a fantastic Gold Cup. One of our best midfielder. I like me to tell Reggae Boyz fans. So, people, first and foremost, let's introduce you guys to Lambert. So when you say Lambert, you just know Sir Lambert because of this. So, good evening, Mr. Lambert. Welcome to the show, man. First time on the show, showing your face. Really appreciate it. How are you doing, man?
Thanks Ryan for having us. What an introduction for both Kiri and myself. But we it's like I said, it's a privilege to have us here on the platform, and to see Kevin do it so well for the national program. It's a different level of emotion, if I may say. But that's just down to good work, preparation.
I got man, it's a conflict of interest, if me not gonna beat Lambert. No man, people, you know the thing already, man. We're not gonna beat him too bad. But let's see how it go. Come tomorrow. But people, another surprise for the people. I have another guest in the background of people. We're not gonna call him by his name, we have on him in a name thing. But people, we have a second JT in the building. More him tell me how him come by this nickname. JT, good evening. Welcome to the show. Sir.
Good evening. Yeah, thank you, Ryan. I came by this nickname, growing up, people didn't really call me by my real name. Everybody would just shorten it and say JT. So I had that name since birth. I don't know who this other JT is, but yeah, I've been JT since birth.
I did knock off one that, man. But I'm just kidding. Don't worry yourself.
Yeah.
But, gentlemen, first and foremost, thank you very much for coming. I really do appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. When my guests them come, I like to tell the people them down in the comment section. People, let me tell you this. Respect to my guests them. There's a belt buckle when I get. You get me I say? My guests them going to have them opinion. Do not worry them. That's their opinion. Alright? So don't worry them. And then back at you down in the comment section. Respect with guests. Alright? Telling you already, my tone of voice different. I don't like bring people on my show. I don't know, try to disrespect them. So keep it clean down in the comment section, alright? So, gentlemen, make sure you smash the like button down in the comment section. Share it. First and foremost, big up to all the females them watching the program. Georgia girl, you are the leader when it come on to the reggae girls. You get to me, I say? So big up yourself, Georgia girl. You are the head girl. You are the leader of that. So big up to Georgia girl. She is the head girl. I want to big up Shem. Sabrina, can't remember the name in the Danny Beckford or Danny Jed wife. Big up if you're watching the show, all right? Big up to all of the females that watch the program. But people, let's get into it. We are going to discuss Jamaica versus Mexico semi-final in the Gold Cup. But first and foremost, gentlemen, real famous man, how you feel about we getting so many Guatemalan referee? Boy, I don't know. I don't want cause no problem, but I don't like that. Based on, I always feel like say the United States and Mexico, they always want to see that final. But suppose me tell you something has happened in the history of the Gold Cup. You're going to see a Jamaica versus Panama in the Gold Cup final. But what are your thoughts on the Chi Guatemalan referee?
I don't have a problem with the Guatemalan referees. I don't think Guatemalans particularly get along with Mexicans. So Maybe Mexico is probably more unhappy with the Guatemalan referee than Jamaica should be. So I saw a stat that Simon said that he was a referee when we won some important game. I don't remember which one he said it was. So I don't really see an issue with it. That it's not a Mexican referee. So apart from that, obviously CONCACAF has to choose whoever they think is going to be. They're going to consider bias and the closeness of the country. So they're not going to put a Mexican referee or a Jamaican referee. But apart from that, I don't really have a interest one way or the other. I expect him to ref a fair game.
Fair enough. Mr. Lambert, how do you feel about the referee?
I'm in the same agreement with Kerry. We are going to play football. I don't think there should be any conflict, of interest. So I hope all goes well. I hope it's a fair ref game, because this is one of, if not the most important game, in a long time for the Reggae Boyz. And so we are all, anticipating a decent game. But at the end of the day, we want the boys to do well and to win the game.
Famous. JT, what about you? Are you concerned or nothing to concern about?
Not concerned, as Kerry mentioned, a referee was at the center in one of our games, Mario Escobar, and I don't think if there's any bias, which there is not going to be any bias, it would definitely not be towards Mexico, if Guatemalans, but yeah, I don't have any problem with the referees.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. But people, when positive going on in the Jamaica national team, people, me love that. People love say me negative and people always say me a beat, but they never see when me a dance. They never see when me a ball out my chotol and how happy me a when the national people. Listen, my mind negative to you guys. I am not, but I am a passionate Reggae Boyz fans. I'm want to see that team do good. More don't mind after this goal coming down. Nothing negative about the JFF. I just be a positive going forward because I love my football and I want to see it better. That's all I want. All right? But the real famous man, I will stick with that name. I'm not call it Kirich. The real famous man, right? I'm like that name. The real famous man. Have you ever seen a national team full of energy, full of vibes, love? I am telling you, man, this is the first time I ever 98 me a baby. So I don't really know nothing about 98. I just read and watch documentary and read about 98. But when I know about the vibes in the camp, almost at every game, probably some of the training session, press conference. What are the vibes in the camp? Because I was seeing video and it just so good. More to be there.
Yeah, the vibes in the camp is great. So you said that you're a baby and you don't remember 98. So I guess I'm old then because I can remember some of it. So similar to that in a way, it's harder now because obviously in those times we had pretty much mostly a locally based team. Now we have players from all over, whether it's players that are born in Jamaica, grew up in Jamaica, players that have Jamaican heritage, that lived in England most of their life. Players that are living in the USA now playing that grew up in Jamaica. So you have a whole bunch of different types of players. So I think it's the coaching staff has made a concerted effort to bring the team together, and you've seen some of it on the videos that they've actually videoed, and some of it we haven't seen, being around the team, you can see it as well. So whether it be at training, whether it be at the hotel, the spirit of the team is very good, and I think that's compliments to the coaching staff. Not only the head coach, but the rest of the coaching staff to help bring the team together. Because you know how it is with football in general. Sometimes you'll have little cliques of players that are probably more comfortable around each other. So you have to try to expand it to where the whole team is comfortable around each other. And I think they've done that. So the spirit is great. You can see it in the training. You can see it around the team. So I think that's part of the reason that we've done so well so far.
JT. Me and young, right? Young bud.
Yeah.
Definitely. Just want to make the people know that still. You get me? But how do you feel seeing these videos? I don't know if you watch any of the game. Yeah. Went to any of the games and see the vibes with the Reggae Boyz. Like, it's a good feeling, man. It's a good feeling to see the boys. I know I play football team chemistry is everything. Off the pitch is everything. And nothing nice when a player happy and enjoying himself. And even my boy Shaman Nicholson not starting, but I can see the vibe, whisper, the vibe. I just like the energy. Are you getting the same feeling?
Yeah, absolutely. I wasn't able to get to the games because I traveled here to Jamaica, but yeah, seeing the videos on the internet and seeing some behind the scenes, from the world famous man himself, Kerry James, I could see that everybody in the camp is happy. It's been a long time I've seen like total unity and happiness in the camp, and even the video that circulated the other day with even Andre Blake, playing the piano and stuff. Like it's a joy to see, and you can tell that there's unity in the camp.
Definitely, man. Unity, as a coach Barry said. Before I just see Boris Johnson comment, me have a little selfish thing about me, when I was attend Excelsior High School, right? A star player, don't really know better. Seeing? And I remember one day Coach Barry said to me, Ryan, he said, Rima, man, listen, I know I let everybody, almost every boy in the school to come and try out for the Manning Cup team. He said, Ryan, this is very important. He might be probably going to make the team, but just to embrace him and give him that love. Further down the road, you probably walk into a bank, you probably walk into a hotel, and the way you treat that person, he going to remember. And I can't forget it. Before I go to Jamaica, I think I went to Jamaica 2019. And I went, now I'm going to say the exact bank, to get the youth in trouble. So I went into a bank and walk into the bank, and I said, Jano Star, the bank full. And I said, when am I going to get you? When we saw and look, is a person that went to school with me, did not play, but the love that I showed to him. Say, hey, Ryan, listen, I'm going to make you get you fast and things. So that's always sticking. So when Mr. Barry say unity is strength, I always remember that. Say, hey, no matter if the person cannot play good, just show them that love and respect. Because further down the road, you probably need a favor from that person. And that person going to remember what you did to him when you were trying out for the Manning Cup team and things. So that's when I believe that, start to believe that unity is strength. No matter who you see sweep the road, or don't look down upon them, because you never know where the same person probably are interviewing a future job and stuff. But just a look advice to the people. Well, Lambert gone. Come from underneath the bed, Lambert. Where you gone? Don't do that on this show. Don't go ahead. Mr. Lambert, good evening, sir. Listen, how do you feel, man, to see the vibes with the players, them and thing? Like, my happy virgin, because I always say, war in the team and the man them now. So, the boy, I know, I feel like more in the latter when I see them thing. Real famous man and JT. Me not lie. Nobody no feel happy like how I see the Reggae Boyz right now. Because most of them things I mean put them out in the air and know that things not good. But I feel like more in the latter. Big up to Coach Al Grims and the whole coaching staff for that. But talk to me, Mr. Lambert.
Yes, Ryan. Listening to JT and Coach James and Kerry would have been, integral in terms of being there, seeing the training sessions and the games close up. And then you look on the videos that are on social media. It's all positive vibes there. You possibly speak with a few of the players and they will tell you that, it's a process. That's one of the terms Andre Blake normally use. But how do we judge, the word process? Because sometimes we have, even us, sometimes we critique the word, we don't understand what the word process is. But we just have to trust the process. And the Reggae Boyz, I believe, is a transitional moment. The coach, obviously, with his technical team and the backroom team, you'd have seen, if you had recently seen, a video with the medical staff, the team behind the team. So it's a lot of positive, vibration coming out of the camp. And that is something that we need to continue. And because of that positive vibration, that is why we are currently in, the semifinals of the Gold Cup. So much commendations to the management team, the coaching staff, to get the players to this level.
Most definitely, man. People, we have almost 400 of you guys in the building. People who know the thing. Ambition, hustler, people. Don't bother ramp with the thing, Bridget. Don't make us stop the great show. Fair beg for like on the show. People, like the video, man. Only just say, want Reggae Boyz beat Mexico, but only not doing the right thing. We put out effort. We set the thing from about 9 o'clock today. Come on, people. Show about the effort by hitting the like button. I'm not asking you guys for $100. I am asking you guys to hit the like button. The more you like it, and the more people will see the video. So like it. Georgia girl, big up yourself, Ed girl. No love or respect. But let's go back to world famous man, cause he's the man for tonight for give away the behind the scene and some of the things that going on with the Reggae Boyz. But world famous man, I want you to take me through the first game to the last game in the group stage. What are your thoughts on the Jamaican team overall?
There's a lot to say because I think the first thing is maybe the coach came into the tournament under a little bit of pressure with the fact that he hadn't won a game. So I think the fact that he's been preaching that the practice games are for practice and for trying, and the tournament games are for winning. I think it's proved him correct because, we look like we were going to get off the winning start against USA. A couple minutes before the end, we conceded. So there was a kind of a disappointed feeling in not beating USA, which I think they were right for the beating on that day. And then we go into the next game and we win, I thought, surprisingly easily against Trinidad. Trinidad came into the game as a team that was not conceding goals in any of the practice games that they played leading up to the Gold Cup. And obviously they won their first game in the Gold Cup 3-0, so they were not conceding goals. And for us to score so many goals in the first half and for it to be such an easy game, I thought was really positive. And then obviously going into the last game against a team that had been kind of battered the first two games, for us to kind of just, pretty much make it pretty easy in terms of winning that game and qualifying. So I think it's been going good. Guatemala game, I think there was a high expectation because we were scoring a lot of goals. But I thought maybe we're a little bit overly optimistic in everybody saying we're going to beat Guatemala 3-0, 4-0. I didn't really see that because, again, Guatemala is a very good defensive team, and you saw the group that they played. They have, a lot of, will to win. You saw they were down against Guadeloupe, and they came back and won the game at the end. So I didn't think it was going to be an easy game, and it proved not to be an easy game at all. I think we got the goal at the right time. I thought we played mostly well in the first half. I thought Guatemala kind of took over a little bit towards the end of the first half, and we kind of scored maybe a little bit against the run of play. But once we got the goal, comfortably enough, obviously that game, that save from Andre was a very important moment in the game because we conceded a lot of late goals generally, and that would have been another late goal if Andre didn't find a way to keep that ball out. But overall, I think it's good. The team is improving. The team is understanding more and more the coach's instructions and how he wants to play. And we just hope that we see all of that come together, when we play Mexico. Because I think we've been close to beating Mexico the last few times we played them. And so hopefully this is the time.
Nation League, 2 Nation League games we play. They were so lucky and stuff. But it's just one of them things there. And I don't know, every time Jamaica play against US and Mexico, well, I think them lucky star. I think them lucky. But as they say, you have to earn your luck in football. I think when you play the United States, that goal they take away from Damian Lowe, that game could have gone a different way in the Azteca. Would have sit down here and saying a different thing. Probably would have in the Nation League semi-final. You know what I mean? But it was good. People, all of the people them are calling. People, let's get deal the guest them tonight first. All right, people, I will take on a call, but I want to deal with the guest them. And by the way, people, if you haven't follow Football in 90 on Instagram, you must go over there and follow them. Them have some great update every single day on the Reggae Boyz, what is going on in the Gold Cup. All right, I'm going to put them link in the comment section. I want you guys to go over there. I don't know why them not the YouTube still, but that is for another thing still. Yeah. JT, look like I mess up on the YouTube thing still, brother. I mess up on the YouTube thing.
No. it's just scheduled with everybody, you know. The
Ah,
YouTube kind of take more time
time.
to get organized, you know.
Organize, just go get StreamYard, brother, and do a 15-minute video and put out. What do you
And
mean by time?
world famous man is it's really, you know, I'm surprised to have him on the show tonight. You know, we can hardly find him when we need him, but he's that busy. He probably be by tomorrow. We never know, but that's his operation. But right, world famous.
Yeah, and we don't need to be on YouTube because you have Ryan LFC / Elite Sports TV that dominates the space. So there's no need to be on YouTube. I don't think.
No, man, no, man. We need more. We need more. You know, it's just different, man. My style, kind of different. Everybody's style. We want need more people to talk about the football. We want the football to grow. We don't want to gatekeep around here, you know. We want to look at the flag and the thing, brother. We're not dealing a gatekeep. I better want the football. You know, so Jamaica national team talk about the more in a CONCACAF in this region. Yeah, man. Adapt more, but more to see it improve. The more people talk about it, the better. But all right, let's go to JT. Now, miss upon the time. JT, how do you feel about the last game, Jamaica? Now I'm gonna bring you back to group stage, but how do you feel about the last game we play? And what do you think we do well? And what do you think we need to do better to get the better of this Mexico team?
Well, you know, in football sometimes they say it better you play a game and you finish with a W than you play good right throughout the game and then you don't get a result from it. And I think what we are learning to do now is to get the results from the games. And you know, I think that's what you can ask for any team. If you notice, like the likes of let me see now, Real Madrid. Real Madrid sometimes will play a whole game and they look like they're not in it. But at the end of the game, when you check the result, Real Madrid find a way to win the game. And I feel like that's what we're learning to do now as a national team. And honestly, I think in the Mexico game, what we need to do is if we get those good, clear chances, we need to just put them to bed to finish the chances, because we know that Mexico sometimes will grind out a result on us, like let's say the last 5 minutes of the game. And I think that's one thing we need to work on as a team, to be honest. If you check the qualifying stages of the World Cup and even the recent game against United States, we tend to sleep in the last 5 minutes of the game. And I feel like if we can hold out, if we can score early and then hold out to the full 90, then we'll definitely win. But, you know, it's just focus.
Definitely. Mr. Lambert, what do you think about our last performance?
You know, Ryan, in football, they said one of the two most important aspects is balance and control. And we are now seeing, you know, the team playing with balance and control. You can see the organization even off the football field. And so the last game really, and to be honest, is much more, I saw more of patience, you know, from the team. And the players are buying to what the coaching staff want them to do. And I thought the last game I saw a fight, you know, some determination there to get the result. They know the importance of that game, you know, and we saw, you know, players like, you know, Damien Lowe, you know, Andre Blake pulling off a fantastic save in the latter part of the game. So it's something that is coming together. I think that the last game in my mind was good. It was good for competition wise. It was good in terms of improving awareness, and it's just all focused now on the semifinals of the World Cup.
Yeah, definitely. And for me, guess if when you think me I go over the top, you see when it come on to a day before the game, I'm confident in my team and I pay positivity. So me I tell the call of them people, wait till we're done with the guests. We are gonna give you the option to call in. People, me no want a negative tonight. No, me I go to a dial tone, telling them no, stay positive going to the game, people. That the mindset we have. So you know, so me honestly, I'm kind of a little bit of concern of going at a game against Mexico. I'm kind of a little bit worried, especially most of the time in the last 15 minutes leave into the game. That's when Jamaica look tired. That's when we concede most of our goals. I am a little bit worried. And this Mexican team, they keep the football very well, right? And they will definitely have more position at the bar. And we will be chasing a lot. I know we're going to start the game well, but are you guys worried about the our midfield going into this one? Let's start off with the world famous one.
I wouldn't say worried. I'd probably use another word, maybe just wary. I've seen Mexico a couple of times live in the tournament. I went to watch Mexico play against Haiti. And what you're saying is true, because that game was 0-0 at halftime. And Mexico scored just after halftime, and it was an easy game after that for them. So they didn't start off that great, but in the second half, they were much better. So I think we have to be wary about that as well. I think the coach has talked about it. Coach Lambert talked about control. That's a word that the coach uses as well, making sure that we have control and balance in the midfield, making sure that we're not getting overrun, making sure that they're not getting behind our midfield line too easily. And obviously, you can't be concerned just about the last 10 minutes of the game until that time comes. But, you have to be worried about the whole game and the way that Mexico transitions. Because that's another thing that the coach talked about when we were playing against Guatemala in terms of their transition from defense to attack. And it was very good. And he thought that we did a very good job. And I agree with him that we did a pretty good job of controlling their attacking transition in that game against Guatemala. So I think you'll see more of the same against Mexico. In that Mexico is another possession transition type team. And we have to be really wary of that. We really have to have the balance and not be throwing too many players forward too quickly and allowing space behind us. So I think that'll be the approach going into the game. So how well we do it, how football works. You can say anything you want to say in terms of preparation, but when the game starts, it's the players that are going to determine what happens. So we'll see. But yeah, I think it's good. It's fair for us to be wary of Mexico's counterattacks and also of the last part of the game, because I think that's when they're the strongest, and so far that's when we've been kind of a little bit the weakest.
Definitely. What about you, JT? Are you worried? Are you worried about going up against this Mexico team? Are you still there, JT?
To be honest, I'm not worried. I feel like all we gotta do is learn patience. And when the whole team have patience, then we can properly capitalize on chances that we can create when Mexico slip up. If you watch how Mexico played against Qatar, even though they didn't win the game, when Qatar scored that goal, and if you check the stats too, Mexico has a way of just bombarding teams with chances. So I feel like if we have patience and wait on the right opportunity, then we can capitalize on that and maybe change our game plan after we score a goal.
Definitely. One of the things that I learned about my team last game is that we create a lot of chance. I can't remember when Jamaica create a lot of we could create some chance or create some half-course chance, right? And I think we did well. But I want us to be more. You see, I like how we start that game where we're on the front foot. I can't understand why. To get this Guatemalan fans out the game. That's where important is very start to silent the. I think I'm getting a feedback. I don't know. I'm getting a feedback. Real famous man. Mute the mic, Mosi. If yeah. Real famous man. So when you're not speaking, just mute it for me, please, I beg you. All right. Yeah. So what I like about our team, create the opportunity, but we need to be more clinical in front of the goal. A better opponents, we have to be more clinical. What I want Mikel Antonio to stay up on the last defender, right? I think you were trying to do too much and overcomplicate things in the last game. He did well enough, but I want him to be on the last man. We're much more closer. I see Bobby Reed pin and Mikel and Bailey pin some ball give him. But when Mikel Antonio look up, he might fair travel from too far away from the goal. You see, if Mikel Antonio can steer a little bit more closer to the goal and stay on the last man, I think we can be more dangerous. So, Mikel, please Don't overdo it, Bridging. You're not that most clinical striker where you're going to beat and cheat. No, I want you to stay in front of the 18-yard box. That's what I want to see you. Yeah? So when they play it, Damian Lowe or anybody play it up to you, you can do the right thing. I don't want you to run and a jib 30 yards away from. That's not your game. Your game is you stay at the 18-yard box. I'll play it up there, so you have to be patient. I know you want to come back and help the team, but you have to know when to come back. But make sure, say, when you come back, you get in that place, the right place, and make sure you receive that ball to score. I don't want you too far away from. So Mikel Antonio can do that, and I think the final pass, the final third, when reaching at the final third, we are trying to do too much individual thing. Just knock it, play it. These are the little things that we need to improve on. But as I said, the team just come together, the team just get gel together, whole heap of new pieces. So that are going to take a little bit of time. But if we can get that right, trust me, man, Mexico can't beat you, man. Patient when you're reaching at the final third. And if Bailey, if you have to take on a man, you take him on. But let it go. Great Jesus Christ, man. Bridging, the man just make everything look simple. Like the first half in that game, the man were out of the game. I said, but we not play through him. But Daniel Johnson come on and just change the whole game. That man regret. Just get it on him, man. Just go him and kick it on. My God, I know me overconfident right now. Nobody can tell me say Jamaica not beat Mexico, you know. I want you to talk about Reggae Boyz fans, you know. Wake up and get the support and believe. I want you to know. Don't have any common sense of it. Like up the stream, people. I'm tuning around. Murder Mexico tomorrow, man. I want you to talk about. And even if we don't win, people, I don't want to come with this over criticizing the player them. I kill the player them. I make sure me control myself tomorrow, you know. Cause I know when the match done and me emotional and me get up in my head, me start go off. So me have to control myself. So the fans them need to control themselves. Listen, we winning that game tomorrow is a success. We losing, I think we overachieve, but I still want to get that bonus. Lambert, talk to me. Are you surprised with your family having such a good tournament?
Surprised? No. Why am I not surprised? I think when you have, good foundation, for development and, preparation, then why not go beyond your own expectations? And I think, what we're seeing now from Kevin is groundwork coming up, his determination, his professionalism, because he's a professional and he's a hard worker and he's a captain for his club team. So when you even wearing the band as a captain, it takes you to a different level, psychologically it improves you. And so for him to come to the Gold Cup, I know a lot of persons, didn't expect to see him, but what I can tell you, if you had been following his club competition, his games, you could see a lot of improvement. And so the transition, I believe, was easy for him to come into the Gold Cup, and you're seeing some wonderful performances.
Okay, fair enough. So talk to me about the last performance and what we need to do right come tomorrow to beat this Mexican team. Lambert.
That's a good question. A lot of persons are asking that question. Earlier I would had some discussion with a few local players here in Jamaica, and everybody is can't wait, for the game tomorrow, 9:30 Jamaica time. But as we look at it now, Ryan, we can say there is a lot of improvement in the team. You just said it. If we lose the game, it's to overachieve. If I am not going, I don't want really like to dwell on that, but I think we're going to win the game, Ryan. I think, with the level of confidence that these players have, what I'm seeing behind the scenes and, what we're seeing, on the television during the games, tactically and technically, there are some level of organization there. But going up against a team like Mexico, it's a total different focus. It's a semifinals. But again, you are supposed to be upbeat. These are the games that you want to impress in. You don't know who is watching. And so these, I know for sure, that these players will go out there and give their all. I am 100% of that. I believe in them. I believe in the process. I listen to the coaches, his interviews. I listen to the technical, the assistant coach. I listen to the players. And when you listen to the players and when you're seeing those performances on the football field, then why be afraid? You just got to trust the process. They will play. They will want to play against this Mexico team. Who wouldn't?
World famous man. I don't know. Oh, have you watched a Mexican team up person in the stadium?
Yeah, I saw Mexico when they played Qatar because I was in the same stadium as Jamaica, and then I saw Mexico play against Haiti in Arizona. Yeah, twice.
Yeah. So what are the weaknesses of this Mexican team? What would you, if the players watching right now or a strike force, what would you say right now on this show where they can implement in a them game? You saw them more than one time. What are their weaknesses? How we can get at them?
I don't think it's a secret. I don't think this is necessarily the strongest Mexican team of all time, but they're still in Mexico and they still have good players. So I'm sure that our coaching staff will be thinking of how to take advantage of any kind of a speed difference between our front line and their back line. But obviously we have to have enough position in the attacking third to be able to do that. And I think what's going to be important is one of the things that you actually mentioned in terms of like the combination when we get up front, like not being too individualistic. We still haven't. I still don't think we've seen the best of the front four in terms of their combinations. I think we've seen some individually great moments. Obviously that pass from Demare to Amari, great pick out. But I don't think we've yet seen the best of it yet. And that's understandable because this is the first time we've seen that kind of front four play together. So that's going to be the key into whether we can get the ball into the attacking areas often enough, what they call entries, right? Entries into the attacking third in dangerous transitions. Because I think it's going to be a transition game on both ends, both in terms of us trying to control Mexico's transition. And then also when we win the ball, how quickly can we get it forward? How well can we combine with Bobby and with Leon and Demara and Mikel and create some of those chances and transition? Because I think that's where you're going to tell a little bit of difference in speed between the two teams, especially our attack against their defense. If we can get the ball in those dangerous positions, if we don't have enough possession and we're not getting it up the pitch easily enough, then Mexico is going to be a little bit more in control of the game. But if we can transition, when we win the ball and transition forward, if we can make some good combinations and get into the attacking third and make those entries into the attacking third, then I think we could put Mexico under some pressure.
Okay, most definitely. JT, wake up. All right.
Now I'm checking the phone,
Okay, no problem. So JT, one question for you. Would you drop one of our front four tomorrow to have an extra midfield?
I wouldn't.
Why?
Because they have a saying, why change something that is not broken? Why try to fix something that is not broken? I feel like we should not really alter our playing just because it's Mexico. We know Mexico. We played against them a lot even recently. And I feel like, we this team that Jamaica has right now is probably one of the most talented that we've had in a long time. And as we say, the chemistry is right. Everything is right. I don't feel like we necessarily need to change the front three to drop one of them. I feel like with our front three, we can definitely, as Coach Carey said, we haven't seen the best from them as yet. And I feel like we need tomorrow, like the players might, something might click and then the players, put on a show for us. And I really don't want to alter what we have going on. So I don't think we should drop a player from the front three.
Okay, fair enough. People, smash the like button. We have over 500 of you guys in the comment section right now. Close to 600. And by the way, people, out of that, 571 people. We have 113 of you guys haven't subscribed to the show. People, stop what you're doing right now. I am asking you. We are on the way to 20,000 subscribers. And as I say, we want to get 20,000 subscribers, right? After the Gold Cup, right? We have 2 more games to go, right? 2 more. I know the players will say they have 1, but Jamaica have 2 more games to go. And we are 400 subscribers away to achieve that. I want to achieve that, right? Before we go into the final. So, people, if you haven't liked the video as yet, people, like the video and hit that subscribe button. Please, I'm asking you guys, all right? I just see 13 people subscribe. So that, which is good. So we still have 100 people more to subscribe, all right? So if you haven't subscribed, just hit that subscribe button. Now, Lambert, talk to me, Lambert. What would you do with this front 4 we have, right? A lot of people are saying, Ryan, they're going to have more control of the midfield. We need an extra player in the midfield. You still stick with it, or you would drop one and bring in an extra midfielder?
Ryan, we started the process here, the competition with this setting, and I think, you know, in coaching and in any organization, and you know this, a lot of persons on the panel know this, there must be a high level of continuity. And so we started out with this, you know, with this system, we can say the coach's philosophy. Why change now? Why change? And what if the result doesn't go our way? The questions will always be said that the coach changed in system, etc., etc. But no, I don't believe in that. I believe in continuity and, you know, a high level of consistency. Like JT said, you know, we just have to go there and be confident in what we are doing. The players are there. We have an excellent attack in Mikel Antonio, Demario, and
Bailey.
And Leon Bailey, you know, so and Leon Bailey, you know, so it's more of, you know, having those combination play continue. They will improve. I think, you know, like I said, these are some of the moments that these players they're all playing at the top level for in club football. So we have high expectation of them, and so I believe they have high expectation of themselves. So it's down to them now. You know, Ryan, to get the job done. They are leaders. There are a lot of leaders and experienced mind in this team. And so it's up to them now to get the result. And I'm sure you will be, you know, celebrating tomorrow, just like all Jamaicans.
All right, I'm going to ask the same question. You know? I have a reason. I'm going to give you guys my reason why may I ask you guys this question. I'm going to explain everything why. But we're going to ask world famous man, would you change it, or are you still being naive and don't respect your opponent? You're just going for it. This is where we're playing all through the Gold Cup. We're playing against a better Mexico team. We're not changing it. Are you still have that stand, world famous man?
Yeah, I wouldn't change either. We didn't play an extra midfielder against USA. USA, even with their second team, is probably the strongest team in the tournament. So I don't think there's any reason to change it against Mexico. The other thing is that the formation is adjustable. So the fact that we're playing with 2 holding midfielders and we're playing, you know, Leon sort of behind Mikel. If we need to defend a little bit more, we just drop Leon a little bit deeper. So I don't think there's any reason to bring an extra midfielder in and take off any of those front 4, because I think those front 4, if we win the Gold Cup, a big part of the reason why we win it is going to be because those front 4 somehow clicked in the last 2 games. So that's how we're going to win it. I don't think we're going to win it to try to contain Mexico by taking an attacker out and putting a more defensive player or possession player in. So no, I wouldn't change either. I would keep pretty much the same team that played the last game.
Okay, all right. So this is the reason why
Brian.
Yeah.
You're listening. You're hearing me?
Yeah, man. I hear you, man.
Yeah, I'm just following the comment section now. I just hope you're following closely because there are some questions there. Yes, so
I see it, but I'm wondering if we listen. I am an analyst, and me I look on it two different ways. See, me I say, all right. Let me explain to you. Me say PSG have Messi, Neymar, Neymar, who again, Mbappe, and another one man. There are 4 top players, right? And they play with that front 4 all the time. It no matter who them play against them, they respect them opponents. And they couldn't win the Champions League. They couldn't win the Champions League. Is it we not respecting our opponent? A Mexico team were very good, keep the football. We sure we don't want an extra midfielder in the team.
No.
I can tell you no, I don't think we need an extra midfielder in the team. Because the formation is designed to be adjustable. So I know we're calling it 4-4-2. So whether you want to call it 4-4-2 or 4-2-3-1, because is Leon Bailey playing any differently than a attacking midfielder in a 4-2-3-1? Not really. Playing pretty much a similar role. And it's not like our front 4 are all players that just attack. I think Bobby Reid is playing on the right-hand side because the coach trusts him to be able to track back. And he has a very good work rate. So it's not like Bobby Reid is just a player that's just attacking and not coming back. So I don't think I would compare it to PSG. I think our formation is fine. And I think the fact that it's adjustable depending on how the situation of the game goes, I think we'll adjust based on how the game is going in terms of positioning of the players. I don't think we'll change it by changing the personnel. That's my opinion anyway.
Okay, fair enough. It seems like both of you guys not willing to change. All right, so we're gonna leave it at that. But the thing is, all right. So you see, if we're not going to change anything, we're going to keep it. Here would I want the team to set up, right? People, listen. I'm just give you my thought. You guys can give me your thought. This is how I would like the team set up. I would want us to meet them halfway. Don't press. Right? All right, let's take the call. People, we'll take call now. So let's take the call. What people? This is not negative. I am asking the people, the panelists question. That's not negative, people. Come on, people, man. Carla, good evening. Welcome to the show. Live on air with world famous man Lambert and JT. How are you doing, Carla?
Yeah, I will bless and want to watch the rest, you know. Man has a respect, man. Who are your panelists, you see?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what me feel about my Jamaican football already, right? Straight. See? Me a big man, I know, Ryan. Enough time all a man for you see? And me I watch Jamaica play for a long time. You see, my issue, and not even, honestly, not even the midfield. The midfield is a concern, but no, not to that extent. What concerns me is this. Jamaica killing our football games. I mean, we have this tendency to, like when we score, if we score a goal, then we just feel that the one goal is all right and we just relax and we start defend. You notice every time team come at us, and when we start defense and they start defend and they realize that we are defending and not coming forward because we are defending the one goal. This is Jamaica problem, bro. We know we're going tomorrow, no, straight up. See, I want Jamaica to play. Jamaicans footballer then go there and can play 100 minutes better. You understand? 90 minutes plus one next 10 minutes because if Jamaica lead with them the ref there, they might go and put out 50 minutes up 50 minutes and put panic clock. You understand? Just to make because the CONCACAF designed this thing that it will be a US and a Mexico final because a monetary gain and all them stuff there. You see? So we understand this. We don't want to be naive. We're going to play against tomorrow. We're going to play against a stadium full with Mexican fans and a stadium we are take on the Mexican player them, and plus we are going to take on the ref. I don't want nobody feel say the ref are going to make it easy for you. Just watch if I like me, I tell. Right now, if you don't mind sharp all tomorrow, Mexican they start drop a ground and Jamaican start get yellow card. Straight. Because I know them referee in a CONCACAF, brother. Trust me. You understand me? So if Jamaica can kill out the game, because I mean, we don't want to see them if they score on one goal, then start defending. More because look here, you see when they start defend, it will like the Mexican player that will come in Jamaica half. But when you have like Mikel up front, Bailey, them are ready, they not go chance it. Because here what? You see American left right full back and left back, them normally come down deep down you feel, you know. But with Bailey and the Mario up there, they not go come too far. You understand? So I don't want to go and play at that kind of defensive game, the both we are lock off and lock down. This is where we always lose the games. You understand? This is where we always. So me don't if you play them watch Ryan, yo, me no wanna go win tomorrow and thumbs up because God is with us and the whole country Jamaica is with us the same way seeing. But just please, me know say it got difficult because of the heat. It are kind of difficult. You understand? But if you don't run down the ball, you go all right. You try keep the ball, and when you under pressure, don't kick up the ball way up front. Because when you kick up the ball way up front, you give up Mexico possession to put you under pressure again. So just try to keep as much position as you can. Keep the ball. If you not on midfield, you do it from flank to flank. You understand me? So I just that my answer, but me know Jamaica will win tomorrow, brother. Straight up.
Alright. Enough respect.
Yeah, man. All right, brother. Yeah, man.
Yeah. Alright. Let's take one more and then we'll go back to the panel. Carla, good evening. Welcome to the show. Carla, good evening.
Good evening. How are you doing? How are you doing? You're your panel.
We are doing good, man. How are you?
Yeah, man. Okay. Do you understand the concept Route 1 football?
Yes.
Okay. Since you understand it, Route 1 football is to counteract ticky-tack football. You know that?
Yeah. So you want to go long?
Yes.
Play too forward up top.
You must play too forward. You see, I called you last night and said to you, and Craig did not. Craig said, no, it won't work.
Yeah, but
how did we score? How did we score in Mexico?
That was Route 1 football. The two.
Okay. How did we score in Mexico in Jamaica?
In Jamaica, no, that was a counter. Leon Bailey link up Shaman Nicholson.
The ball. Shaman hit back the ball and the dread kick it down the goal.
Oh! I thought that game. I thought the Nation League, the recent.
Yes. The dread kick it inside the goal. But
Carla,
remember, people who not going like who want right half Shamar, You understand? Shamar is 6'4". Listen, Shamar is 6'4". None of them Mexican they can hit it like him. Him at the contact with problem.
Okay.
I know you have to put him in the game. You play too forward and play Route 1 football.
Okay.
You bypass the midfield. We're not going to win the midfield game. We can't win that. Play it like how Liverpool play it. You saw the German and Liverpool play it well when you have Sonny. You saw the German play it well when you have Sonny at Liverpool.
Hey, Carla.
Good.
Carla.
Yeah.
Carla, people in the comment section I disagree with you. You know Jamaican people love this excitement football and the team play excitement football. It's just like how me I tell the man in the job what are one of the midfielder them. Why change it? Why change it now?
I know. No, but you see, you play a different opponent.
That's true. Yeah, makes sense, you know.
You play a different opponent. So you go to your strength now.
Yo, me nah lie, still no call her. And that's the way of play Mexico, you know, but you cannot tell them people. Yeah. Say.
I saw we beat them all the time.
Yeah.
Even when they beat we 2-1 in Mexico.
Mm.
You remember the game there? When they take off Grant and we lose the game?
Yeah.
Route 1 football.
Alright, Carla. Big up yourself,
Somehow would have killed them up there.
Yeah, man. Big up yourself,
Yeah.
Carla. If we don't leave you.
Again.
People will come back to the phone now. Alright. So, Kira James. Talk to me, my brother. Route 1 football. Should we go back to that Route 1 football?
I don't know if I'd call it Route 1 football because we do play a little bit of Route 1 football. If you look at the end of the last game, when we were under pressure, we played it long a lot to Mikel. So that's probably Route 1 football as well. So I don't think you necessarily have to play with 2 forwards to play Route 1 football, right? There has to be some sort of combination because the fact that we have Demara and we have Leon, we want to get them in some positions where they can be dangerous in the attacking third. So I'm not a purist that say we must try to outpossess Mexico or anything like that. I think we're going to have to mix it up. So what the caller is saying is partially correct. I think we're going to have to play it long sometimes. I don't think we want to get to the point where we're playing it long all the times because I think that takes away from some of the effectiveness of our front four in terms of how we played for the tournament so far. But I do think there's going to be some points in the game where we're going to try to target the ball to Mikel and to see if we can play off Mikel and have some knockdowns for Leon and for Demara and for Bobby. So I don't think he's, I wouldn't say he's totally incorrect there.
Yeah. Man City play Route 1 football too with Erling Haaland. But gentlemen, I'm going to get back to you, JT Taylor, but let's take this caller. Caller, good evening. Welcome to the show. Live on here with Ryan LFC.
Yes, Ryan. Bless up yourself. Big up yourself. Road is from USA. Yo, every man I talk about the whole Route 1 soccer. Respect to the man. Them Greg Butler tell them the truth last night. Yesterday, I'm giving the real thing. It's not so. It's slow people and teams who don't know the game and don't have the weapon. They call it Route 1 soccer. It's not Route 1 soccer. But part of it is you have to set it up. You can't just kick the ball from the back to the front all day long. And so that's foolish. And so it go. See, we have speed on the outside and have speed up top. So one foot race man to man. If it's a ball over the top, our guy will get to it first. See? So it's a weapon that we have as Jamaica. Now, as far as the adjustment to make, as far as the players them on the field, I think the only adjustment need to be made is put Bobby Reid in the middle center midfield between Kevin Lambert and Latibi there. See? And play a 4-3-3. See? Yeah, I ask Bill if you come back every once in a while and make it 4-4-2 again. Every once in a while. But a 3 midfielder. I make the wing back them work and help us on the wing. See? Everybody else will play, keep the same system. We have to play through the lines. Kick and run ball, them days they're done. See? The people who call it tiki-taka is a derogatory name, tiki-taka, Why? Craig Butler tell the truth yesterday. So the reason why them players so because them slow and them small in a body size. So them can't play that aerial game they like with the Bridget, the 6'4", the Bowser. But the problem is them have to play a game and suit themselves, with them strength, them to the ball control and ball handling. It's like you play against a whole team at point guards, right? And there's a difference. Jamaica, we want a point guard and we center midfield. But our strength is with speed and with athleticism, so we can take advantage of it. But we have to play through the lines, from the back line to the middle line and then to the front line. We have to draw them in, make them come up, and then we chip over the top and then we have easy goal upon them. Because a one-on-one, Mikel Antonio will beat them. One-on-one, Bailey will beat them. One-on-one, Bray will beat them. So all we have to do, just play that system there. Respect the man, them, Ryan. Best of your thing, my youth. Yeah, there, them thing up there.
Yeah, man. No love and respect, Carla. No love and respect. All right, let's get back to the panelists. Big up to all of the people that are calling. People, We have over 600 of you guys in the comment section. People, like up the stream, people. Let us get to 500 likes, people. Come on, people. Like up the stream. Coach Karomi, like up the stream, coach. All right. Gentlemen, we hear the fans' concern. That is why we love to have the calling segment where, you know, we have other people opinion and thing. JT, talk to me. The fans seems like they're willing to change, but not to drop none of the superstar. The caller just said it. We can go in our 4-4-2 and we defending Leon Bailey come back a little bit. Great come back in a little bit. But I don't know, playing Bobby Reed through the middle, I like that one because I want him to be a little bit more closer to Mikel Antonio. So I like that. Do you agree or you disagree with that?
I mean, I'm kind of neutral with it because yes, if he plays there, you know, we've seen Bobby Reed have his moments for us where, you know, he can produce wonder goals and when we need it to. But yeah, as back to where the caller said, I feel like football is not a fixed thing. So you can't just go into the game and say, all right, we're going to play this way. And that's it throughout the 90 minutes. So I think, yeah, as they were saying with the root on football thing, like, yes, we can start the game with a game plan, but we can adjust as the game goes on and see, depending on how Mexico plays or depending on if we see that we're strong at something. And, you know, as they said, you know, playing the game, we can't just boot the ball up front every time. We got to see when is the right time to do it. Because we all know that our players are probably like towering over the Mexican players physically. So yeah, that will work for us throughout the game, and we should not just be stone set on let's do one thing because as the game goes on, we have to adjust. So yeah, I kind of agree with some of the things the callers say.
All right, I want to put a little bit of spin in this whole thing. Coach, big up yourself. Too easy to play through a midfield. I want to put a little bit of spin in it. Real famous, man. Do you think the fans trusting Coach Al Grimsey enough? Because this coach get result against some of the best teams in world football. Argentina, England, France, you name it. This coach is a tournament coach. He know what to do to play against bigger opponents, better opponents. Remember, he yet to lose. He faced United States and then face Mexico. He yet to lose against these big teams. Is the fans not trusting the coach and say, hey, this coach have it covered? What are your thoughts, world famous man?
Well, I think generally fans don't really trust coaches, right? So fans have their own opinion, and they're entitled to their opinion, and they have their opinion for whatever reasons that they have. So some of it is bias, some of it is just their thoughts of how it should work. But the coach is the coach. So I know we're talking about whether we should drop one of the attacking players to bring a midfielder in, whether we need to bring a second striker, whether we need to bring Bobby to play him inside instead of playing him on the right, where the coach likes his work rate, you know, tracking back. So, you know, fans can say anything. It's up to the coach to decide the team. And I trust the coach to decide the team, you know, based on what he thinks the best team is. I don't think you'll see any of those changes that we talked about, whether it be Bobby going inside or an extra midfielder or a second striker, because of the fact that this is a fairly new team and this is a fairly new coach. So he's been trying, and you can see it in the training sessions, he's been trying to get a pattern of play. So I don't think he's going to just jump away from that pattern of play because of the fact that we're playing Mexico. If it's further down now in the development of the coach and the team, maybe in the next Nations League matches, maybe you'll see some of those things. Maybe you'll see some of the, you know, your tactical adjustments, whether he'll try to press a little bit more like he did in one of the games in Austria. All of those things could possibly happen. I just don't think you're going to see them in this Gold Cup. I think you're going to see him try to maintain that balance and that consistency. So I don't think you're going to see much changes at all. I think the lineup is going to be pretty predictable. The formation is going to be the same as what we played the last game. And it's just one or two players as to whether they're going to start or be on the bench. I think that's pretty much going to be it.
Most definitely. Lambert, as a coach to a coach, do you think these fans trust into the coach to say, hey, let Coach Al Grimson set up him team, or you want to set up him team? Could get 3 points against the US. It could be in Mexico. This coach knowing to get it right against bigger opponents. Do you think the fans need to just be patient, the coach know what best. This is why we pay him the big bucks to coach a national team.
Ryan, I think you answered the question already. If when he plays against the big teams, he gets the results. Mexico, in my mind, is a big team. And so if we listen closely to Coach Amir, especially the games leading up to this Gold Cup, the games against Trinidad here in Jamaica, I was really privy to some key details, via his press conference that he had. He's clear about what can happen, and he's clear about what cannot happen. And I think that is one of the main important components of a coach, is to be honest with your players, is to be honest in any process. And so for coach to be getting results against big teams, and I think the preparation period was short, but with his wide range of experience and exposure at his level, you expect to see some level of transition from the knowledge gain, and that is what we are seeing with the national team. If you look closely on some of the core leaders in the team, you're seeing a high level of camaraderie, I may say, from the players to the medical team, the Masu, the kit man. Everybody is together, and that is a reflection of the coach. And I believe these morals, these attitudes are why we are in the semifinals of the Gold Cup. And so I trust the coach based on what I am seeing, and we are seeing some positive reflection from who the coach is. And so we just have to trust the coach because he's getting the results. What more can we ask for if we're getting the results?
Yeah, definitely. I think listen to the coach press conference going into that Mexico game in the Nation League. We're talking about, hey, I'm going there to get something positive. I want to go to the coach. That's not a coach that seems worried to me or don't know about the game. And he go there and him did well. Unfortunately, we did not get the result. But I think this coach have this one coming. I believe that this one is coming. I think this is the win. This is how we're going to get the better of this Mexico team. I don't think, as where the world famous man said in the early part of the show, this is not the strongest Mexico team. And I don't even think this Jamaica national team play together 50% yet. We just getting started. We just gelling. We're just getting together. And it coming at the right time. I want us to have this final game with a punch. Send a signal to the whole world. Say, yo, we are here to stay. We are here to make an example. And it start with Mexico. Come tomorrow night. But, Mr. Lambert, talk to me about our right back and our left back. It seems like every single time we play against Mexico, they always going down on that right hand side and square the ball inside the box. Oh well, our two wing backs has to hand them a game come tomorrow.
Another good question, Ryan, because this Mexico team will play the football. They will want to test our result, whether that is in the wide areas. I know that a person would expect them to want to play to the channel, to the middle. But when you're playing against a Jamaica team, and if you analyze this Jamaica team, you might see, we spoke about the root one earlier, but there are a lot of variables in our play. We change it up. We can change it up because they have different personality of players. But when you focus on the wide areas, you spoke about the right back. I think we are strong in that area. I don't see any reason to be concerned. I think what we'd have seen from young Dexter is that he will work really hard. He's tactically aware of his responsibility. And I see some comments there about Javane. Javane. I think Javane is always improving. I think he's one of the key players, key young players who is also learning, in transition. And so it is more of a high level of concentration because this Mexico team will play, and we will have to just step up our standards, step up our tempo to meet them and to overpower them. So that in my mind, there are not much concern about those areas. It's much more of having that level of concentration. If you realize today in the games, a lot of persons might be saying we don't end games well. And again, it comes down to a level of concentration when it comes to these points. I was watching a game, the last game, and I myself was questioning, our level of concentration at the latter stage. But I think the coach, our responsibility is always to fix what is not going well, but also to improve what is going well. So I'm looking forward to seeing that from the boys come tomorrow.
Okay. So, world famous man, this is a good question for you. Last game, we see that Daniel Johnson come on at the right time when the Jamaican team need him. How important it is tomorrow the coach get him substitution right at the right time, and is our bench strong enough to make an impact if this game go out long? The more it get gritty and tough. That's the second part question. Who you think can come off the bench can make that impact?
Well, the first thing I'd say is it's a good question as to whether the team is deep enough, but I think some of those questions were kind of answered in the group stage. I suppose you could say it was against weaker opponents, but we made a lot of changes after the first game, and then we changed back again for the third game. And some of the players that came off the bench, for example, Deshaun Bernard didn't start the first game, and he looks like he's going to be the starter now. So some of the players that came off the bench, Paris came on and created that own goal that put us in a good position. So a lot of the players that have come on have held their own. DJ, like you mentioned in the last game, came and played a different type of role than we see from Lambert and Latipo there. A player that's probably a little bit better in possession, and I think he did make a difference in the second half of that game. So one of the things I think the coach has done well is it's difficult to navigate a group stage because you want to win every game, right? But he managed in those first 3 games to play every single player in his squad. So every single player played, including all 3 goalkeepers. So I think that gives you an idea. In addition to the training, because obviously you're going to see more in training because everybody gets more of a chance in the training than in maybe just a few minutes in the games. But I think he's going to be more comfortable that if he needs players off the bench, that 2 or 3 will be able to come in and deliver. Which 2 or 3, we're not going to know until we see the way the game is going, right? So you have an idea going into the game that this is what's going to happen, but you know how unpredictable football is. So one game we may need DJ's possession and being able to play. One game we may need Whisper at the end of the game to come and run at the defense. One game we may need Corey to come with his work rate and try to close down space. One game we may need Shamar, like the caller's favorite player. We may need Shamar to come on and get us a goal at the end of the game. So I think we have options there. So I'm comfortable with the squad and with everybody's ability to, when they get a chance. Coach has talked about this several times in the press conferences, that when the players come on, they take their chance and they put their hand forward to say, okay, I want to play more. So yeah, I think you can be comfortable that we have 3 or 4 players to come off the bench to make a difference at the end of the game if we need it.
Okay, fair enough. Same for you, JT. How important it is to make the substitute at the right time?
Yeah, as we all know, substitutions are very important, and waiting too long to put on certain players depending on how the game is playing. Let's say a player is not having a good game, and we keep him in. Yeah, I think it is very important that we make the substitutions as early as possible as we see fit. But as again, I want to touch on something that you said with the right back and the left back when it comes down to to play in Mexico. I don't think it's necessarily a problem with our wing backs. I think it's a problem, as Coach Lambert says, with the concentration. I would say the focus at the end of the game, like the last 15 minutes, because most of the games we played with Mexico or even the United States, you can see that throughout the game, the players have had a good game. It's just that when it comes down to the last 15 minutes, then we sleep sometimes and allow Mexico to target us or to just to kind of bully us, I would say, on the wings, and then to get that ball inside. And if we stay focused throughout the whole 90 minute plus whatever they're gonna add on, I think we won't be having that issue. It's just concentration, I believe. I don't think it's a problem with the wing backs. If you look at the full game, we're good throughout until then. Let's say somebody sleeps.
Listen, for me, I think most of the goal that score on Jamaica, it either come from the right hand side or the left hand side. We are very weak of cutting off the pass. Like stop the square from coming inside the box, right? We allow the square to come inside the box. But we always have numbers defending the ball, right? But one of the things that we don't do, we don't mark, cover, close the space. We don't do none of them stuff there. We just line off. We have to be very careful of that what we do come tomorrow. The runners from the midfield, we have to pick them up. So the midfielder them have to pick them up. Or if they're not picking them up, the communication have to be very well with the centre back. Right? I don't want to see we conceding a goal come tomorrow where we have 5-6 Jamaican defender in the box and them only have 3 players in the box. But yet still, we outnumber them, but they still a score. That simply means that we're not marking space, we're not marking, and we're not covering. I don't want to see us concede that goal come tomorrow. We're known to concede them goal against Mexico. We will make it difficult for the Mexican in the middle. So the only option they have is to going down at that byline. No ball not supposed to have square inside the box and we are concede that. Especially with taller than them. We have to mark, we have to cover, or we have to mark spaces. That's what we don't do well. Right? And I tell you guys, go back check back the goal when them scope on Mexico. When them scope on we clog up the middle and them always get the better. But not only that, you see with 2 wing of them, listen, sacrifice have to make. The team first. We have to cover for each other. We have to be with brothers keeper on the pitch come tomorrow. So Bailey, this is going to be a different game. We have to come back and help chop back. We know you not like it, but that's why the elite level call for. When you're playing against an opponent, you have to come back, make sure that they are difficult to pass the ball around you. You make it difficult, all right? Same thing with Gray over on another side. You have to come back and help. Whether it's going to be Javier Brown, whether it's going to be Bell, I may beg my 2 left back them. My right back and my left back, stay home. Don't pass over the next half. Stay home. I want the back 4 for stay home. Stay home. We're going to have Bobby Reed. We're going to have enough attack up there. And we have to create space for ourselves when we get the ball in the final third. Please, Lottie Body here. This is our next thing we're going to do. Right? This is our weakness now, Even at the last game, Lottie Body here, as good as him is, winning back the ball, always at the right place at the right time. But I'm not going to kill him because he is a centre back and normally play right back. We are just trying out inside the midfield. But like some simple pass, we are turnover in the midfield. We cannot do that against Mexico. Do you agree with me that real famous man about Lottie Body and Lambert, them have to get the chemistry right in this, like the easier pass is simple. Can't make any mistake.
Yeah, it's balance, right? It's the balance of the team, and it's also what I talked about before with transition. Because I know firsthand that it was very important that the coach was really stressing in the Guatemala game before the game that we had to control those transitions. We can't give away the ball in dangerous areas because that's when Guatemala is going to be very dangerous. I don't think it changes that much against Mexico. It's just that Mexico probably has better quality players, but that transition is going to be also dangerous. So we can't be misplacing, balls in the back or in midfield. So we have to be as careful as we can with the ball, not to lose it, because again, I think it's going to be a game of transition for both teams.
Most definitely. I really do appreciate all the people them down in the comment section. We're going to go to the phone line. Carla, good evening. Welcome to the show. Hold it a little bit. Make I go through this super chat. Yeah.
Big up your panel. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Go, Carla, mute your background. Just mute your background first.
No. Big up your panel.
Carla. Mute your background. Just mute your background. Mute your background, please.
Yeah,
just a second, Carla. Just a second before you go ahead. Johnson, big up yourself for the donation. Thank you very much for the super chat. Doc from over Florida, big up yourself, brother. Enough love and respect. Really do appreciate for the super chat. Our next one where I see with music group say, big up yourself, brother. Thank you very much for the donation. Hopefully the coach will play Bobby Reed down the middle. Gray left wing, Bailey right wing. Let's see what the coach going to do tomorrow. All right, but big up yourself for the donation. People, smash the like button, people. Come on, people. 90 of you guys haven't subscribed to the show yet, people. Come on, people. We need that 90% that haven't subscribed. So if you are a part of that 90, haven't subscribed to the show, subscribe, people. Subscribe to the show. Like the video, people. All right. If you're watching back on the replay, share it out down in the comment section. Carla, good evening. Welcome to the show. Where are you calling from, Carla?
Yeah. Jamaica.
All right, go ahead.
All right then. You want no. Yes, revenge. We're gonna beat Mexico tomorrow. 3. We're gonna drop. 3. Right. So you want no. Salute. You say tomorrow we joy and we are gonna happy. You say from attack. You say the chalk, him gonna score tomorrow. The chalk I go score tomorrow.
For those who
2 goals I score tomorrow.
For those who don't know who is a chalk, let the people them know who is a chalk.
You know who's a chalk, man. He has the biggest body on the team, man.
I know who is a chalk, but if some new viewers just come around and subscribe, so just tell the people them who is a chalk, who new to the program or watch the program now.
Oh boy, am I new name that for them? So them have to get new quick.
Carla, hold on. May I ask the panelists? I don't know if them have time to watch the show. Talk to me, JT Taylor. You know who are the Chuck? You know what?
I believe it. I don't know, but maybe he's talking about Antonio, because I don't know.
Okay.
Lambert, you know who are the Chuck?
Okay.
Lambert.
Yeah, Ryan, go ahead.
You know who are the Chuck? Him attack?
I think it's the man who's going to put 2 in the back of the net tomorrow.
Okay, all right. Michelangelo is the Chuck. All right, go ahead, Carla.
All right, sir. All right, sir. So here what now? Yes, a film game, film prime, and tomorrow. I got deliver tomorrow. Remember, the team I got have a good game. And you see the vice I'm seeing at the camp. Here this is to the program, them I cut like them want go around the coach. And I ask the coach certain thing. And the coach just look on them and laugh. And I say, only if you tell you my secret to beat Mexico. When you stupid, you take me for food. Big man thing, keep up the good work. And tomorrow we are going to happy. Good night.
Yeah, man. Big up yourself, Carl. Enough love and respect. The new name is Chuck. All right, people, you better know that. Chuck, I got bulldozer. Everything come tomorrow. That me I telling the people. All right. I'm gonna get some of Miss Carla. I never see. Oh shit. 33 Miss Carla already. Gentlemen, let try pull back some of them people in the show. Gentlemen, how much time on you have? Cause I know that. Carla, good evening. Welcome to the show.
Well, go on.
I'm here, you know. Talk to me, Carla.
May I hear you? You hear me?
Yeah, man, but you have something in your background playing.
All right. I just turn it down.
Where you watch it, TV?
Yeah. I stream it on TV, yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
So, what may I say is, we genuinely have the quality can beat this Mexico team. The what give me a little hope is the fact, say, listen, them go a stadium and the stadium they are 95% Guatemala, right? The Jamaican that live at Cincinnati. In the driving distance from the city without back a Jamaican live like Philly, New York, Boston and them place there. Right? So if you can do that at Guatemala, please believe you have to leave Canada to Las Vegas. Because the Jamaican that too live at Las Vegas them way there. You understand? And when I hear about Las Vegas, in a shot of Mexican.
Yeah, but me know why they bring the match down the same Beijing.
No, why sometimes I think about it that way. And I say, wow, it's like them know so the team with a how comes the team that how comes the game that keep a bastard? Miami, New York, Toronto, place where Wally Power there.
Toronto play one game, man. And this one of the next call you bring up a valid point, brother. I'm tired of the Gold Cup playing in America, brother. You see 29 when them bring it to Jamaica, them play one. The man them need to share it to the Caribbean, brother. Caribbean and the rest of the region, them brother. Make some of the team them bring back the Gold Cup for everybody I get. Every day this America, brother. Share the Gold Cup, brother. What? The rest of the country them not good enough. I don't say them for host it or host the final, but at least give them 2 games, man, and them yard, man. And let me tell
that's true.
I'm going to ask my panelists them when we done. Go ahead, Carla. Finish your point.
No, but what I say is, imagine all if this a game and now keep all East Rutherford, New Jersey, or a City Field in a Queens or one of them places there. We easily would have been half of the stadium there. Easily. You understand? Atlanta. Put all the Detroit a 4-hour drive from Toronto. Any of them place the way. With a good boat, right? You know, Las Vegas, you have to work with that. It's not going to be the stadium full of Mexican. And like the fact say, yeah, we sure so we have like a mental edge against Guatemala and we're going to need it against Mexico tomorrow. That's all I say. And I feel that the man them can do it because we have the quality to do it. To me now, it's just a mental game now for the man that believes that can do it.
Okay. All right. That's it, Carla.
Yeah, man, I like that.
Yeah, man. Big up yourself. Where say they in New York? Or the Carla guy. All right, gentlemen. One thing. We want to say the Gold Cup for sure are unhappy with the Gold Cup in Mexico. In USA. What said you because let's ask real famous man because I'm traveling most of the game them and thing.
I kind of agree actually talking about this topic in camp about maybe sharing some of the games. I think it's easier for it to be in the USA because if you look at the stadiums, if you just look at some of the games that went as media, right? So if you look at the media box and you look at the hospitality boxes where the important people stay, we don't really have much of that in some of the other countries. So stadium-wise, it's probably easier. But I do think if you want to increase the popularity of the sport, I don't think it can always be just America. And especially because the region is so close. Like you could have, like we had in a couple World Cups ago where we had a couple games in Jamaica. There's no reason I don't think that you can't do that. So no problem with the majority of the games being in the USA because that's where you're going to make more money. And that's where the facilities are better. But I think you also have to think about growing the sport. And if you want to grow the sport, having a couple of games in Jamaica, having a game in Trinidad that has good facilities, probably better than ours. Having a game in one of the Central American countries, maybe Guatemala get a home game or Honduras get a home game. I don't think that would be a bad thing. So I think that's something that you need to think about more. The bigger problem we have with that is that we've kind of abandoned the leadership of CONCACAF, right? Because, not too long ago, Caribbean was in charge of CONCACAF. Now, even though we have the most votes, we've given the leadership over back to North America. So Canadian president and Mexico, USA, and Canada are pretty much in charge. So we don't really have much of a voice to kind of voice those concerns at the board level. So I think that's probably a show for another day, but I think that's part of the problem.
Okay, fair enough. What said you, Lambert?
Not much different from what Kerry made mention of. I think it would give the exposure, that exposure. I think it's about exposure, to be honest, and exposure in different ways. But it's for me. I am just happy that Jamaica is in the semifinals. I can't wait until tomorrow. I don't know if Kerry can book a flight early for me to fly out. I don't know, but I would definitely like to be in the stadium. Experiencing that. So Ryan, it is much more for me the game tomorrow. That's the full focus. I'm focused. The focus level that I have, I'm wondering if it's on par with what the players have, to be honest, because it's a game that we need to win. I just like to play against Mexico for one. They're a good team, so tomorrow, right, JT?
Which is right.
Okay.
Yeah, I think, I agree with everything you said about the game, hosting the games and stuff, because I've been talking about it too from before the game started, that how comes we don't have a game in Miami, in New York, where we know heavily Jamaica based, but as you said, like most of the games that we've played, it's especially the ones we're going to play against Mexico, we definitely 95% of that stadium is going to be Mexican fans, and I feel like they kind of did us dirty as it comes on to the fans aspects of supporting the national team. And I would have loved to see the game in New York or Miami or somewhere where we know we're going to get a lot of fans out to watch the game.
Yeah. They know exactly what they're doing, but it's just one of them things. No, and the game them come at Jamaica. Canada get game though. Canada get game. You see, I them think the thing, Virgin. Canada get game over the yard, but
no, Ryan. But I think Coach James made mention of why they have sprung the powers. Would have made some decisions like that, but that's for our next show, because if we go directly into that, we'll take up the entire night.
That's true.
We bring back dominance in this era, though.
Yeah. All right, people. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take 2 more calls, and we're going to get into another part of the show. That's going to be the closing end from a panelist. Carla, good evening. Welcome to the show.
Blessed evening, Ryan, and to your panelists. I tuned in late, and certainly if you guys are aware that the group stage of the 2019 version of the Gold Cup, one was held in Kingston. You guys mentioned that?
Yeah, we did.
Okay. All right. And the game tomorrow, I understand. I think tomorrow game going to rest on the three attacking midfielder, Bobby Reed, Bailey, and Gray, and their ability to tackle early in the middle or the upper part of the field, to tackle the Mexican them early. You understand? Because I believe that the two central going to be underneath a lot of pressure. And if they usher, like Gray and Bobby Reed normally do, or like they did in Guatemala, usher the opponent close to our backs, then we're going to be in big trouble. They have to put pressure on the opponent from early and tackle up from early. On the offensive end, that is on the defensive side. So once we, Gray, Bobby Reed, and Bailey help the wing backs and help the central defense midfielders to tackle up early, not to usher the men them, carry them down in our backs, but put a foot from early and keep the ball away from the defenders. I think we're going to stand a great chance. Watching Mexico against Costa Rica, Mexico was timid whenever the Costa Ricans have the ball. So automatically you realize that the Mexican defenders are not confident. They are not confident at this time. So I believe now is the right time for Bailey and Gray, especially to hold the ball a little longer. However, they have to be looking for each other, Bobby Reed as well as Antonio, and even
the central or even the right back or the left back to go in the attacking third, because as what I said, the Mexicans, they are not putting a foot early. We know that Mexico like to press and attack like how Argentina used to press and tackle up. They're not doing this in this tournament. So we have little time. So they have little time to hold the ball, look up, and make the right pass in the attacking third. And I believe we will be good for a 2-1 tomorrow.
Okay, fair enough, Carla. Enough respect, Carla. Enough respect.
Every time, right? Yeah, every time. Give thanks.
Carla, good evening. Welcome to the show. Last one, the people. Last one. Gentlemen, we are going to the last part of the show next year. So for you guys, I don't want to violate my guest them time. All right, Carla calling me a call. Carla, good evening. Welcome to the show. Carla, good evening. Welcome to the show.
Yo.
All right, mute your background. Mute your background. Rico Dan, where are you? You say I went to the game, the El Salvador, the Guatemala game. Me not see you from the other day. Me not hear your call. Rico Dan, come from underneath the bed. Rico Dan, come from underneath the bed. Where you there? Rico Dan, don't hear you. And time I miss the important call of them. Carla, good evening. Welcome to the show. Carla, don't mute your mic. Come on, Carla.
Yo.
Go ahead, Carla.
Yo.
Yes, Carla.
Don't mute your mic. Come on, Carla.
Yo.
Carla, you listen to the show, Carla. You listen to the show.
Don't mute your mic. Come on, Carla. Yo. Carla, you listen to the show, Carla. You listen to the show.
All right.
Yeah, man.
Carla, yeah, you have to get the thing started, Carla. We don't have enough time. Sorry about that, Carla, but hey, yeah, you have to do a game when you call the show, Carla. First thing when you do, people, mute in the background. Once you press the calling, mute in the background, Carla. People, hit the like button. We have over 800 of you guys in the chat right now. Yeah, we have over 800 of you guys in the chat. People, come on, people. If you haven't subscribed to the show, subscribe to the show. Hit the like button. All right. So let's move into the thing. So, gentlemen, talk to you first, Lambert. Starting lineup for tomorrow game. Mute.
Ryan, I'm going to stick with the 11 from the last game. I still believe that the team is finding itself. They are improving in each game. So I'm going to stick with the 11 from the last game. And hopefully, those chances that we would have created, we can now put them away in the game come tomorrow. There are some good chances, some half chances. We just got to make the right decision, in the final third. But I'm going to stick with the 11 from the last game.
Yeah, Fabian Fuller asks if Javier Brown. We have any news on Javier Brown if he's going to be fit or?
Good, James. Any update?
I may know some information about Javier, but I don't think we should say that on the show necessarily. So I think we'll see tomorrow. But talking about the right backs anyway, I think you've seen the coach rotate that position. So we saw Dexter in the first game, we saw Javier in the second game, we saw Dexter in the third game, and then we saw Javier against Guatemala. So if you go by that pattern, you can read into what you think the coach is going to do. But I don't think if Javier is fully healthy, I don't think there's a huge difference between the two. So I think it's just going to be up to the coach what his preference is, I think.
Okay, fair enough. Talk to me. Go for it. Lambert. No, not Lambert.
JT.
Yeah, I don't necessarily would change the team. As you said, we don't know well, famous boss don't want to disclose the news, and I see why. But yeah, I don't think we should make any changes as the team stands. And also, I think we should get into some predictions too. But I don't think we should change the team. I think this team is strong, quality players, and I think having the best players out there would be, something for Mexico to look at. And they're probably scrambling too. We're on the show, and I think Mexico behind the scenes are probably saying, how are we going to contain Jamaica's front three, front two? How are we going to contain some of these players? And they know that we're physical and big, and we also have the skill and talent too. So I wouldn't change the team.
Okay. All right. So score prediction. Let's go to the world famous man. Right now. Trust me. What's the score prediction?
I'm not so good on predictions, but I am gonna make a prediction. So I will say Jamaica 2, Mexico 1.
Okay. Hold in the rest of prediction. Think about it in the prediction. Carla, good evening. Welcome to the show. Carla, good evening. Welcome to the show.
Good evening, my boss. What's going on, man?
Me there, man. Everything good?
Yeah, man. So far, so good.
Yeah. See you, Carla, from there. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, man. I'm going to tell us first and foremost, before me touch anything name football, I have to tell us a soldier pass through,
Yeah?
I restaurant, yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Man from El Shoutouts, yeah.
No, man. Me know, man. Come
yeah,
say
man. So,
hold on, before you go into anything. Before you go into anything, tell the people them over Elcha your food place and the name when them to come over there.
Yeah, man, we open 7 days a week, man. Mama Flow Seafood Restaurant, right by Elsha Beach in St. Catherine, Portmore side.
The phone number?
Understand, and the number is 3895823. Mama Flow Seafood Restaurant.
All right. So people, go over there and they get a discount from Ryan LFC show, all right? Yeah. Go ahead now, Carl.
Yeah, man. Same way, sir. Yeah. Where say, Ryan, may I listen. Even though I'm going to be honest with you, I don't see Mexico from the competition start. I'm kind of ashamed of myself. Based on the fact that business have a lot to do with it still. But here what me I say, me not see the whole excitement to everybody I create about this Mexico. And me even think Jamaica have advantage. You know what Jamaica advantage is that, in my opinion still, me feel like the big bad USA and the Mexico everybody are talk about. They not look it to me, Yeah, man, even the same USA. If Bailey never kick with a penalty, they will beat USA 2-1, brother.
Mm-hmm.
If you really look and analyze the whole game, we could have win that game there, You understand? Mexico now, as far as home, you see Mexico. Qatar give Mexico 1-0. You understand? Aside called Qatar, which will not take nothing from Qatar because they know they host the World Cup, so they must have learned something during the world period of the World Cup from some of them big side there. You understand what I mean? So we give them that. But when me see now where I go on is just that is like the Mexico no have no big name to all that, like the Chicharito them before, and you understand? So me feel like say it's a level playing field. And if when you look on the Mexico, when you look on the rest of the team them compared to Jamaica, right now between me and Ryan, Jamaica play the better ball out all outside them left in the competition.
No man, Panama wicked man. Panama play some good ball, man. Panama play some good ball.
If you say so, I not go dispute it, but right now Jamaica lead, and we not talk to we are not Jamaican. And I deal with no favoritism. We are call it from a football aspect and we are see what I go on.
Yeah.
And in my book, Bridget, Mexico and nobody to worry about. We can beat Mexico. May I tell you that we have the class ball of them right now. We can match up to the ball of them with Mexico have. Them not far off, Bridget. Them on a big side like couple Gold Cups about. Same thing go for USA. Even the same Canada we're going World Cup a day. When me I watch Canada, they don't look all that. So me I wonder what go on. You understand what I mean? So me not worry about nothing. As far me don't call it already now, me tell everybody, Jamaica win this Gold Cup. Me not see side to stop them. I swear, brother. I don't see side to stop them and hold them back. And when you see you have a side where even defend that score, you have to worry about that side there, That means to say when a coach analyze your side, him can't pinpoint which man him a go say, all right, 3-4 a man for mark that man at all times, you know. When him a go worry about Leon Bale, him have a grey if you think, but when him have a grey if you think, but him have whisper again. You understand? And at any given time, probably Nandilo can pop up from a free kick and head into goal. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
And Sibel come again there as a defender, come show say goal potential down in the defense, not only up in the offense. So that's a all-rounded side if you are thinking, you know, when you get goal from all angles, a all-rounded side that in a virgin. So you go give both players and coach problem where if you analyze your side is concerned in a virgin. Because as we say, goal now just come from one set of man or one individual. Everybody a give a little goal. Everybody can score a goal. So boy, a big problem for the rest of the side there. Me not see it with the rest of the side there.
All right, sir. Big up yourself. Big up yourself.
Yeah, man.
Chef.
All right, my boy.
Yeah, man. Enough respect, man. All right. People, me not take no more. My apology. People, I want to let my guests go, all right? I don't know how much more time them have, so let's wrap it up now. JT, give me a score prediction and stuff.
Predict 3-1 victory for Jamaica. I believe we can definitely get goals from set pieces, seeing how we play against some of the other teams and then how we would play against a team of Mexico. We all know they like the ball on the ground because they're not good in the air, really and truly. And, you know, Jamaica should be winning the battles when it comes down to balls in the air. So from a set piece, I really feel like we can grind out 1 or 2 goals from there. So I'm confident in a 3-1 win for Jamaica.
Okay. Fair enough. Lambert, you give your score prediction as yet?
No, big boss. I'm going for a 3-1 victory for the Reggae Boyz. I think we have enough firepower to score goals, and again we have created, you know, enough chances in previous games to convince me that we can, and I think that tomorrow is a greater, a motivation for the players to really go there and bring it home for us. So I'm going with a 3-1 victory for the Reggae Boyz.
Okay, fair enough. So viewers and subscribers, here what I am not going to leave. I am getting a whole lot of call. I just want to respect my guests. All right, I'm going to be here for a good local time. But if my guests them when you're ready to leave, can leave. All right, but me go continue. I don't know the time. I never ask how long I'm going to stay. Big league laying a ball for an hour, 2 hours. Yes, I'm going to be here. But take this call. Carla, good evening. Welcome to the show. Big league laying a ball for an hour, 2 hours. Yes, I'm going to be here. But take this call. Carla, good evening. Welcome to the show. Big league laying a ball for an hour, 2 hours. Yes. Carla.
Yo, Ryan.
Yeah, man, mute your background. All right. Dennis,
yeah, man, I do
if you
that.
want
I just
to
do
link
that.
up, just a second. Dennis, if you want to link up, that's the number, right? And on the stream, you can message me. But if not, you can message me over on Instagram, all right? You can message me LFC Domination, all right? People, if you haven't followed me on Instagram yet, go over there, go follow me. So that's the name. Follow me, I will follow all of you guys who follow tonight, all right? But if you follow tomorrow, I'm not following you back. So just let you know that. You have to go now and give me a follow over there on Instagram. Carla, go ahead, Carla.
Yeah, man. Thank you for the follow. You follow me there Sunday, though. I like that, you know?
Yeah, man. No respect. No respect, Carla.
All right, you want me now? I don't like how my panel them sound and them attack a while ago. Your panel them sound like them not wonderful, 100% confident of our team, Bridget. I like how the panel sound. It kind of sound a little bit half keeping the Ryan in the door. Maybe they have a little nerve in them brain. I don't know what I go on. They need to just cheer it up and just the thing from that shakiness out of them head. Like when the previous caller come in, the last caller will come in out too long and giving input. Yeah, Mexico. We beat Mexico already multiple times. So I'm going to see why we can't do it again. Whereas we have the firepower now, we can do that. All I was saying, all myself, from Sunday to Ryan, we just keep our midfield tight.
keep the area the tight because we have the firepower to lick it down. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I may say, just me don't like how the panel them sound a while ago. Them sound a little bit shaky for me. You know what I'm saying? I just not my thing. As I just call it, I just give me sound out, make it shout out about me. You see, where the boys that bring the cup come on, brother. I'm not lie you. We have the firepower. And what, by the way, Ryan, tell me something. Based on the game now, who have the most points in the early semi-final?
Who have the most points?
Yeah.
What do you mean by points? It's a knockout game.
Oh, well, yeah, but I mean like, because we know that Canada gone home. Because with America send them home. So now we have Mexico and who left back now? Mexico, Jamaica, and then you have United States and which other team?
Panama.
So then 4 teams left of the game right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now. So watch this now. Based on what I see right now, it's like we have the ammunition to execute. Because Panama, we need to even think about Panama. We beat Panama multiple times. All of them teams that were left back in the box right about now. Jamaica beat them. We beat them. So we don't see why we should have any, timid feelings about that. Brethren, 3-0 tomorrow. That's what I think.
All right. Big up yourself, Carla. Enough love and respect. All right. Yeah, man. Appreciate all of the people there.
Brian?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I have to leave. I'm still at work, so I have to go get home. But in short, I just would like to say, thanks for having, Football United on the platform. I think it is always good when we collaborate in this way.
Yeah.
And I would like to use this, this medium to also extend a lot of gratitude to JT and Kerry for all the hard work that would have put in leading up to the Gold Cup. And I know that Football United will be present at the Women's World Cup also. And we just want, positive vibes, and we are there to support the Reggae Boyz in the best way possible. I think when you look on this Gold Cup, Coach James probably can speak more to that, but it's a huge budget, to cover all these games. But at the end of the day, we are doing it for the love of the sport and our nation that we want to see at the highest stage. So thanks for having Football United. All the others can speak for themselves, so I'll allow them to do so.
People, I don't know if we go follow them, they might follow on the back, because they're a superstar, But people, I want you guys to go on Instagram and follow Football in 90. See them there? Go over there, go follow them, people. Follow them. See the Football in 90. Trust me, look for them content. Always keep it up to date. Everything them busy. When they know how them do it. You know what I mean? If we ask them how they do it. But JT, what the last thing you want to say to the people?
I just want to make a comment on the last caller as well. The caller said the word confident, but I don't think a 3-1 and a 2-1 prediction is lack of confidence. And I think we all are confident in the team. We see the talent we have. We know that the likes of USA and Mexico didn't bring their strongest team, but you can't even say that because the ball is on. We see how the team play. They have a whole program that each of these teams have. But Jamaica, we're confident. Even when I was at the JFF's office yesterday, they were joking around making space for the Gold Cup trophy. So I feel like the confidence is high everywhere, and I think everybody's looking for Jamaica to win the trophy.
Right now, brother, I even want that trophy up at the JFF office. Because I think the progress up there right now. More want it to stay. Up one of the player them house, brother. But not the JFF office, brother. Trust me. I will send it down at Issa. But people, this is our next Instagram page. More want to go follow. Go over there, go follow him, alright? Yeah, man, people. People, you see them two accounts there, football in 90 and football 876. People, trust me. They are the one who keep my Instagram page active, honestly. I do most collab with them and things. I really do appreciate them on that side of things, you know, to keep me, you know, alive over there on Instagram. So make sure you go over there, go follow them, people. People over there, the nicest going on. See there? So they need to go over there, go follow them, all right? Run up there, run up it, people. But, gentlemen, talk to me. I have one more thing. I don't know. James, talk to me. Final say before you leave. But just to tell you, brother, thank you for coming, Reggie. All right, appreciate it. And by the way, people, this brother is the man who do all of the clippings over on YouTube. All right, just to let you know.
Clip boss.
Clip boss. I don't know how you get the time for do that.
I don't know how I get the title. Clip boss.
Clip boss. Yeah.
Clip boss. Keep it.
No, man. I
think them saying clip boss. If we win the trophy, clip boss must keep it. So I'll keep the trophy for the first couple of days. Yeah, if we win.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah. But gentlemen, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure, man. We should have do something before the Gold Cup, but it happened at the right time. And I like. I know. I just love the vibes. You know, I give the show a different. You know, normally I don't really have guests. So I always appreciate when I have guests and things. You get me, I say, give me a, but I don't know the person I call about Monday and time. Whenever you're ready, you can leave, gentlemen. Carla, good evening. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, man, I show up here the boss section.
Yeah, what said you?
Believe, no, man. Yeah, man, believe, man. I'll be for Mexico tomorrow.
Where's the believe?
Believe, no, man. Believe, no, man. Listen to me now, man. I'll be in for Mexico tomorrow, brother. You hear that?
Yeah.
We believe in the Reggae Boyz and do that. You hear that?
Yeah.
I said the fight now that thing. I'm not worried myself. Anything in Mexico tomorrow, brother, we're ready for. You hear that? Believe no, man. Mexico don't worry about, you know. We are about Mexico. Don't feel like them now worry about we, you know. How to continue our front four, front three, you know. I trouble tomorrow, you know, brother. Tomorrow the real test, so we see what we're there enough, we'll see if we really can manage the big boys, them, brother. And I think we see ready for them, brother. Anything with them throw to you, bro. Believe, no, man. I'll be in for Mexico tomorrow, man. No joke about that, man. 2-1.
Alright.
You hear that?
Yeah, man. Alright. Big up yourself, show a curtain, the boss. Alright, people. So my guests them say they must stay in. So here what, people. You call in. Me not recall back nobody, brother. People no call in, people. Call in back to the show, people. We'll take all the calls them right now. Believe, people, believe. One more me ask you, Michael Antonio. You need to come with one tomorrow, Bridget. Need it, Bridget. Or knock out them Mexican boy, Bridget. Brother, car boy. 8 time. Let's call back him. See now if you pick and choose the card. That's my problem, you know. That's so early it is, man. After 10. Carla.
Not the Jeff.
Yo.
Just
Carla, welcome to the show.
But people, it's the next Instagram page. No one can go follow.
Carla, an idiot, man. Carla, good evening. Welcome to the show.
See, man.
Carla, good evening. Welcome to the show.
Upright. Yeah, man. Well, we all from an get our team, have a look on the team, but like our coach said, even in press conference, you know. So, now we tell them when plans to do, you know. But you can sit and have a good plan, you know what I say? Yeah, man. But we don't really want a man war, man. Try to well put together, man. I come out to eat, man. You know what I say? Yeah, man. Think good, man.
Alright.
That's much time. I ball a confident in the goalkeeper, all I say. Then have more experience balling in the team right now than the previous year. And then more of a level edge. in a game, they reach and level already, so you know, we'll get them excited. I mean, they have a timid game. Mexican, they more fear, more we fear them. And if Qatar beat them, and they don't look like they have a strong side this year. You know, they look like they have an average side. But I feel like we and Panama are final still.
Okay.
My thought that.
Alright. Big up yourself still, Carla. No free speech. Carla, I'm gonna bring the energy to the show, now, man. Carla, good evening. Welcome to the show.
Evening, Ryan. How I pray?
You tell me, man. You have two panelists on the show right
this
now.
Is big up everybody, the panelists, and big up everybody. But you're first time caller. But you're Ryan. Want everybody, want the coach think about the humidity and the weather. The weather is going to be 110 degrees down there. You know? So you see that long, or him play Bailey, so long, my, you know what I mean? Mother cut him game a little bit short, brother. You know what I mean? You know, make him get so windy. You see what I'm saying? And that's the thing where me on the night. I go through, me a truck driver, I go through Vegas yesterday, brother. And I can tell them I see the tire them. I left like a skid mark in the road. I not press and brake in the tree. You see what I say?
Yeah.
Just tell you how hot this place is in it. You see what I say? So the way that me feel we have a skill set, we have the ammunition to defeat this Mexico team. As I say, them used to this kind of weather. You know what I say? But at the end of the day, if the coach just worry about that the weather and play them, no make them get too windy like you know what I mean? You know what I mean? We lose Koreberg still, but you know what I mean? We still have Whisper to keep the high press same. You see what I say? But that's the only thing we worry about. Him overplay the player them too long. You see what I say?
Yeah.
That's the only thing we worry about. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and that's my two on it. You know?
Big up yourself. Big up yourself, truck driver. Yeah.
That's it.
Wally pa truck driver call into the show. People, come on, people. Just hit the like button, people. Come on, let's get the video to 500 likes, people. Alright, people, subscribe, people. Carla, good evening. Welcome to the show. Hey, what the females them there?
Hey, Ryan, how you doing, man?
Carla, what the females them there on the program? More hear the females them, man. Georgia girl, the head girl, you have to lead out in you're the head girl, you know, man. Why the females them hide under the bed? You come from underneath the bed. All of the females them, Shem and Sabrina and all of you know, come from underneath the bed. More hear the females them calling, man. Head girl, you have to lead out, you know. You lead out, everybody follow, you know. All of the girls them come from underneath the bed, man. Call into the show, man. The girls them move, sir. Carla, good evening. Welcome to the show.
Hey, Ryan, it seems like you don't want to talk to no man tonight. I feel one you call out.
No, I just call out the girls them to come get confident, man. Because you know, the girls them kind of bring a local level balance. You know what I mean? Kiki,
I have one beside me, I listen to the program, you know.
Yeah, go ahead, Carla. Sorry.
Anyway, the bridge will just call the coil talk about the temperature in Vegas. It's going to be 100 degrees still, but you mean inside stadium, so you have air conditioning, so I don't think that's supposed to be a problem. The temperature is supposed to be alright, because inside stadium. But we're going to win tomorrow, man. It's going to be 2-1. What do you think? What's your prediction?
2-1. 3-1, you win tomorrow, man. Unbelievable.
No, I don't see so much goal. Man.
Alright, sir.
I don't see so much goal in Mexico net, man. 2-1.
Give me a lotto number, man. I'm going to buy the lotto, man.
You have to move to America, man.
Alright, sir. Big up yourself, Carla.
Alright, big up yourself. Big time.
Yeah, man. At what time the game I play tomorrow? And then at night. In a name there. A night game. Not too bad.
5 o'clock, man.
At 5 o'clock?
Yeah, man.
Eh? 5 o'clock in the day?
Yeah, man. 5 in the evening, 5 p.m.
Vegas is behind, so you know they're behind on time.
Oh, madness, that brother. All right, Carla. Big up yourself, Carla.
Blessings, brother.
Carla, good evening. Welcome to the show. Why the man bring the game down there, sir, Betty? In a DM.
Can I hear me?
Yeah, go ahead, Carla. May I hear you?
Yeah, man. First, I want to say big up, you know, because I hear the program really bring the things straight. It's real Jamaican, and also enough respect for that.
Yeah, I know.
It's simple, so I enjoy the thing better.
But when I say to you, I watch comment section and I hear what go on. But you see, if you look on the depth of the Jamaican squad, there where I've heard about like some points yesterday on genetics and how we build and all of them something there. I really agree with them because when you look on the quality of ball game, we keep on improve after every game. And the game we play against US, if you beat them and beat them bad too, you see me, but we are growing, we are improve in the throughout the game them same way. So tomorrow, I'm really sorry for Mexico. I'm not really give a prediction for the game still, but I'm really sorry for them. If Jamaica come out hot, like how we're hot already, I'm sorry for them. But I tell you, really love what we say go on and the future look bright to Jamaica. So big up everybody and go on do the thing with the program in general.
Yeah, man, big up yourself, man. See, I only for the females that are calling now, so it's the problem, man.
You know, say something. My program too, you know.
Eh? Yes, sir.
Be a big bottom female up on the program. Don't know I hear think that too.
Yeah, man, we love the big batty girl and Virgin, man. We are talking about Carla, man.
Big up yourself, Ryan.
Big up yourself, man. Man, them Good evening, Carla. Welcome to the show.
Evening, brother.
Evening.
I don't know them there. Yeah, check in, pecking one said Jamaica must take that one and still one way or other. I say, look, if I even 1-0, we must take it. But as me that watch a commentary and them I say, one thing with Jamaica, we need to be more ruthless in front of the goal. We get too much free chance and not take it. You see me? Barely I play good enough. I might get better enough. But Bailey to be more cutthroat. You want Bailey to be more cutthroat. But then I see how big him up wicked and I say, I love how big him up because I choose still when I bash him. We also encourage him to do better because him players do better. Him to be like the Cristiano Messi in our side. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and Antonio now. You say Antonio OD. My OD picture. Antonio need to do more touch and go. Too much dribbling. We don't want that talent. We don't need that for Antonio to read, brother. Antonio needs to just touch and go.
Continue talk. Take away, brother.
Yeah. Antonio needs to just touch and go and kick in it. You don't need nothing more than that. Because if the last match I'm watching them against Grenada, you see match I flat around and something and I lose the ball and I fumble and anything. You don't need that. You don't need that from him. Left that for Gray and them man, they were more know they can do. Because you see them pass, they were Gray and make king defense line, I expect that. You don't see them thing there from Mexico. Me watch Mexico Philippines and I don't see Mexico do them thing there. So in idea, Jamaica more gel than Mexico right now. So we more have a chance. But what we have to do, more ruthless in front of the goal. We can't get in front of the goal and play with it like we run out of idea when we reach in front of the goal. We have to take it. We don't want to get 50 chance and Mexico get 1 and take for them 1. And we get 50 chance and we not take 50 chance. Just like when we are playing against USA. You know what I'm saying? So we just want to be more ruthless. And we get ruthless. And be more ruthless. Ultimate win, man. Mexico will be sure so we don't need them. I just put you on to put in the net. When we see a goal, we just kick in the goal. You know what I fear? Do me that man and I say I want to look it just down back in the midlife field. We don't want that. We want when we see it. If I pass every pass if we score, pass I make a score. If we have to kick in there, we just kick in there and make a score. But we don't want we are dummy and when you look it down back in the midlife field. We don't want that. That don't make no sense.
Alright, Carla. Big up yourself, Carla. No love and respect, yeah?
See you, man. They all see you to see you too, you see me?
Yeah, man. Carla, wicked there now. But yeah, gentlemen. JT, you have anything you want to pick up? Because I don't want to leave you guys in the win and it, you know.
Not really, I think we covered a lot today. Let's just see how the game goes tomorrow, and hopefully, we can come back on here and celebrate.
Yeah, definitely. Where do you doing tomorrow? JT?
Yeah?
Where are you doing tomorrow?
I'll just be watching the game.
Okay, I invite you if you want to forward in tomorrow and watch it. See you next.
No problem.
And so you never beat him, man.
Huh?
I saw you on a USA channel.
Oh yeah. You know, the USA fan, man. The USA fan was celebrating in my face, you know, when Turner saved the penalty and then they get the last goal. Yeah, you know, we couldn't say what we wanted to say on the stream, but you know, I you could see my frustration on that live stream with the USA podcast.
Real famous man, you have nothing you want to say?
So it looked like Ryan busy on the show, so I'm going to take over Ryan's show. So the first thing I'm going to do is change the name. So it's now called Kerry LFC, since we're both LFC fans. So while he's talking on the phone, I'll take over his show. So Ryan, I have to leave, but I just wanted to say one random thing because I see when we just came on, Errol Stevens is in your intro, right? So if you want to get more followers, you kick off Errol and bring on Errol's wife, who is much more interested than Errol. So we want to see an intro with Errol's wife.
Okay, all right. We're gonna ask Swaggy on the beach.
Yes,
Swaggy on the island to get for an intro.
But it was a pleasure being on, Ryan. You'll catch up another time. JT, later, man.
Yes, sir.
As well.
Yeah, man, later.
All right, bro. Respect.
Yeah. Big up.
To the callers and the listeners also.
Yeah, man. Thanks for coming, Bridget. Carla.
Hi, pleasant good evening, everyone.
Good evening, Carla.
Good evening.
Yeah, man, this is Steve. Well, enough respect to the Reggae Boyz squad so far. Them give me new confidence again. I want to commend the coach with the system that has been used so far. I'm just commending, looking at our strength so far. I've not get a detailed analysis as to what we have done so far to achieve, what we have done wrong, and what we need to do for this Mexico match. So far, I'm seeing that we play a very tight midfield, short, successful pass right to the top of the 18-yard box, and then we can play a true ball, and then we score. If you see, majority of the goals score at that level. Now, Guatemala match, we lose midfield from in first half, and there's a particular reason. We weren't putting any tight, successful pass. We'll move over to a long ball system over the top that definitely weren't working. And I did mention to my brother that the coach really need to fix that in second half. Congratulations to Johnson. Johnson come in, put that together, ensure that they get successful pass from midfield. Not too much long ball, don't stretch play them too far, but ensure that they're in a tight position from midfield, get it to 18-yard box, and as you've seen so far, most of our goal is scored really from ground level, not too much long shot from way out, but ensure that we have some precise pass from top of the 18. I believe that we need to get this tight for the Mexico match. We have to win from the midfield position, ensure we don't lose too much ball from the midfield.
People calling per WhatsApp.
I would have started Johnson with Mexico match to control the midfield and slow down the pace when necessary, so we can be on top of the game still,
Okay, Carla. Enough respect, Carla. Enough respect.
All right, enough respect, G.
Yeah, man. Big up yourself, Carla. Enough respect.
Enough respect. All right.
People who are calling from New York, people who are calling straight. WhatsApp, people. WhatsApp. Carla, good evening. Welcome to the show.
Evening, Ryan. Kind of late for the show still, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man. What's it?
May I say, Jamaica beat Mexico tomorrow, without a doubt, beatings tomorrow, and more on the fans them or they on the line. I want to keep up with the players them even after the match and thing. I want to keep the players them positive and them hopes up and motivate them put out them best. Even if we not go through, although we know so we are go through, but go up on the social media and support them. But tomorrow Jamaica, too love. Mexico dead tomorrow. Mexican. You know what I mean? So that's what I have to say.
Alright, big up yourself.
If them play like how they play against Guatemala, we have a result.
Alright. Big up. Enough respect. What time, you know?
Yeah.
2:20 minutes. People, I have to leave when I know, people. I have to leave when I know, people. Can't get caught up in this 3-hour stream, people. People, I have to leave when I know. People never come early. A person I call from morning. People never come at the show early, people. 7 o'clock, Jamaican time, the show start. Carla, good evening. Welcome to the show.
Yeah. All right. Good evening, Ryan. Like, I need a call in from how long to the show. But all right, here's what I have to say. Right now, I break it down. Like, that team where Jamaica have right now is like, it's an easy thing going into the match tomorrow, you know, because that team, yeah, I see Jamaica have a team right now. Even height, if you look at Newcastle play that season here in an English league, and them use them height. The man them have a whole heap of height in that team, you know. So tomorrow, the man them are going at a match. The moment say Mexico is a threat to them right now. US that be more threat to Jamaica team right now. So let's say a easy thing this tomorrow for for Jamaica. You know?
Yeah, man.
So yes, it me that call in, and just share this.
Alright. Big up yourself, Carla.
Yeah,
Call back tomorrow, yeah?
Alright, respect.
Carla, good evening. Welcome to the show. The last caller for the night. After on leave on the Carla. Go ahead, Carla. Yo, where are you dealing?
I'm father.
Me there, everything good, man. But people, what are the people? Danny Jet, listen, man. I have to try catch the balance, people. I just come back from Jamaica and I'm not circling it. And next week, I'm really circling back. I'm on a schedule, people. You get me? I say the show starts at 7 o'clock Jamaican time. Every single night. 7 o'clock Jamaican time. So the people, they must come out early. We're going 2 hours and 22 minutes now the show. The show starts at 7 o'clock Jamaican time, Eastern time, 8 o'clock. Tomorrow, watch along. We are going to start.
All right.
7 o'clock Jamaican time. All right. 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock tomorrow. So I keep the same. And normally the show that done 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. All right, people. So we have to come early. Earlier are the better. Carla, go ahead, Carla.
Yeah, I don't have much to say today, but when I want to say, when I want the coach to do,
yeah,
I want the coach to kind of rest Bobby Reed for a second and put on Whisper. You know what I mean?
Really?
I want him to get that chance so he can exalt himself.
No,
you know what
Carla,
I mean?
man. Don't bother with them foolishness, man. Don't bother with them foolishness, man. Bobby Reed just, Carla, stop the foolishness, Carla, man. Bobby Reed just have an outstanding game. You talk about rest.
No, it's not about resting him. I mean, like, give Whisper a chance in the game. I don't mean, like, not put him on. I mean, like, start Bobby Reed, but give Whisper, like, a 30 minutes in the game.
Okay. All right.
You understand? Just give him a fair chance in the game so he can show him talent. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. All right, sir.
And the outcome might become beautiful. You never know because you have the talent.
All right,
I see it. Yeah.
All right. Big up yourself, Carla. Anyway, the people that will beat me about me running away, people. All right. What time, people? People wake up at morning time. It never a good feeling to wake up and just feel jaded, man. You get me, people? And that's the thing, people. 15 minutes, good enough. 30 minutes. Carla, good evening. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, man. Respect.
Carla, you have a business? You are a truck driver?
Well, a trucking company, Turner's Trucking Limited.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, but just as Jamaica go win One Love still, you know?
Mm-hmm. One Love.
Yeah, man, One Love with big up JT. Just tell JT Faja name, that's one. Daddy.
Oh, JT. Oh. Okay. So the first time you watch the show?
Yeah, man, JT, tell my friend, log on to it, you know?
Okay, yeah, man. Make sure you subscribe to the show. JT, I said,
yes, man, already done that.
Yeah, man. JT, thanks.
Respect.
Man. Yeah, man.
They have to promote the thing, you know?
General, them say free promotion tonight. So go and tell them people them. I'm God.
Yeah, man. We can shout it out, man. Shout out to Turner's Trucking Limited. I don't know.
Yeah, man.
Providing trucking service across Jamaica.
Okay. Chapter and all of them things there, Bulos and so
anything from the program.
Okay. Them have ads?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Tell them to link.
Me send them, man.
Yeah, man. Tell them to have ads, man. And we charge for running match for the program, man. But by the way, people, forgot all the hot stars. The people that are going to kill me in a people. People, the latest right now, people. Forgot it, star people.
On Independence Weekend, Saturday, August 5, 2023, it's all about Umbrella Evening Brunch Anniversary at Caymanos Golf Club St. Catherine from 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. It's a food inclusive and VIP mixed drinks inclusive event. Performances by Diplomat Valiant, Stock Ashley, and the 4th Gen Boss, Donia. Showtime 6 p.m. Music by Chromatic Live, Fire Team, Shabrock Team Wire, and Polo Blacks Movement. Powered by Stingray Movement. So get your tickets online now at First in Line JA. No weapons allowed. Must be 18 years or older. Drink responsibly.
Get dear viewers and subscribers, one of the best events in the holidays. So don't be late. Caymanos Golf Club, Ryan LFC represent for this party. I want all the people them to roll out, buy on the ticket early online. Some of the top dancehall artists will be there. So don't be late. Purchase a ticket right now. Yeah, people, purchasing a ticket. People, I have to run leave on the people. I have to run leave on. Sorry, the show come to an end. People, like up the stream, people. We are trying to get 20,000 subscribers. We're almost there, people. All right? So if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe. Really do appreciate it. People, if you have a business out there and you want your ads, your business to promote, that's the number to link me. Just send your ads come. And don't forget, send it with money too. Alright? So that's the WhatsApp number we can do business. Alright? It's for those who listen and you probably have blind people to watch. So it's 647-447-6341. Alright? What is? Yeah, people. So make sure that you guys make sure you guys tuning into the show tomorrow early. Tomorrow early, people, we have some guests who are joining. People may try to get two or three Reggae Boyz player to come and break down the game. All right, after the game, people. So hopefully we can pin down even 2 or 1 Reggae Boyz player to come and break down the game tomorrow. All right, I'm gonna try and make the connection and thing. You get me? I say, send me the number. The number is right here, man. The number is right there. So if you have a business out there you want it to promote, link me. Trust me. Link me. And please, don't link me unless you have your money, people. Please. Trust me. We don't get much off of YouTube. So if you are coming with the ads, just know, say, just come and look at money, people. Alright? Please, me a beg you. Alright? So it's 647-447-6341. Link up on that WhatsApp. And if you haven't subscribed to the show, subscribe to the show. All right. Georgia girl, shout out. The Ed girl, big up yourself. Danny Jed wife, big up yourself. Nothing but love and respect. All right. Sabrina, big up to all of the females. Fresh God, big up yourself, brother. Ed boy for the comment section. Pagan, big up yourself, brother. Enough love and respect. Pagan, big up yourself, brother. Salute, brother. Always I support the program by people who can become a member. All of the people that want to become a member who love the show and I tell you how impressive. Joe Grind. Come on, Joe Grind, man. Joe Grind becomes a member, brother. You're there, always there, brother. It's $1.99. Joe Grind. Come here, member, brother. Come on, brother. Kevin from over New York, the brother. Come and be a member, brother. Be a member to the show, brother. It's $1.99. It's not killing you. I entertain you every night. Calling you out, brother. Sean, me I call you up, brother. Be a member of the show, brother. Come on, brother. Come from underneath the bed, brother. James, be a member of the show, brother. Now come from underneath the bed, brother. Andy, sir. Come, $1.99 now killing you, brother, a month, brother. Come, give me your favorite YouTuber. You get me? I say, Big up yourself, Danny Jed. You know the thing go already. Kevin, big up yourself, brother. Duckland, Stenit. Big up yourself, brother. Enough love and respect. Thanks for being here, brother. Salute. Next, Ed Boy. Special edition. Man who there from 2018 from the channel Kickoff. Jano, special edition. Jano, brother, you're there with the good, brother. Trust me, bro. Pick up yourself, special edition, brother. Nothing about love and respect, brother. You know what I mean? You're there with the journey. Jeremy and Miller, big up yourself, brother. Enough love and respect. Sabrina, big up yourself. Johnson, big up yourself. Superboy, big up yourself. Doc from over Florida there. Big up yourself, brother. Enough love and respect. Really do appreciate all of you guys. Mr. Butler Bootlicker, big up yourself, brother. Enough love and respect. You say it, you know, that I hear you name, you know. Mr. Butler Bootlicker. The man say he's not afraid to say him is a Butler Bootlicker. Big up yourself, brother. Marlon, big up yourself, brother. Enough love and respect. Appreciate educating me on the time. Big League Leng, Butler Bootlicker. Big up yourself, brother. Enough love and respect. You get me, I say? Fabian Full, big up yourself. Sharp Boss, big up yourself, brother. Nothing but love and respect. Big up yourself, brother. Enough love and respect. Appreciate the support, brother. Big up yourself, brother. Seeing a brand from the one here around the gym. Football in 90. Big up on yourself, brother. Enough love and respect. Who wanna get big up? Just know say we love on the brother. Big up on yourself, brother. Enough respect and appreciate all of you guys support and thing. You get me? I say, yeah. Like up the stream, them say before you go. Dead! Mexico dead! Dead tomorrow. Tell you that. Mexico dead tomorrow. Our place. Jamaica. Jamaica. Just let you know that. Grimy. Big up yourself. Grimy family. Big up yourself. Joe Grind. Joe Grind, come from underneath the bed, man. Joe Grind, become a member, Joe Grind. $1.99 now, killer Joe Grind. Take care out of your pocket, Joe Grind. Anyway, people, nothing but love and respect. Salute. Salute. Big up yourself, brother. Enough love and respect. People, when you know the thing going on. People, right now, me go, let's take the last caller. Caller, good evening. Welcome to the show.
Hey, what going on, Ryan?
My dear man, we want to promote the business.
No, sir, well, not on business. I have my own trucking company, but that's it.
All right.
And they don't need promotion.
All right.
Yeah, me I say, brother, I'm not lying. Green look good, brother. The man sharp on the field.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? He play and barely play good too, but no, me not know. A long time I watch Mexico. Me don't know what kind of player they have right now, so me don't know how dangerous they are right now. But hopefully we get through. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. So, I'm a signal leader. You hear me?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. So, I mean, I say, hopefully we can get the win tomorrow and, you know, and see what I go on.
All right. Then.
Yeah, that's all me have to say. Me not hold up the line, sir. That's all me have to say. Big up Craig Butler, see me.
Yeah, man. All right. Big up yourself, Carl. Enough respect, yeah?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. All right, cool.
All right, people, that's the end of the show, you know, people. We're not overdo it. People, me love you from the bottom of my heart. Tomorrow, watch along, join us, post-match, join us. Hopefully we can tie down 3 Reggae Boyz to come break down the semi-final tomorrow. So you don't want to miss that. Watch along, we're going to have a good guest on the show, all right? So people, please, me I beg you know, if you haven't liked the video, like the video. If you haven't subscribed, believe me, here is the place where you get everything Jamaica. All right? Behind the scene, interview with players, coaches. Subscribe to this show. All right? So, people, love you. Like the video anyway out. It not take on nothing to like it. We have over 700 of you guys, right? Expect to have about 1,000 likes. Subscribe to the show. Anyway, people, until next time. From your boy Ryan LFC, I like to say peace out. Thanks for watching.
On Independence Weekend, Saturday, August 5, 2023, it's all about Umbrella Evening Brunch Anniversary at Caymanos Golf Club St. Catherine from 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. It's a food inclusive and VIP mixed drinks inclusive event. Performances by Deplement Valiant, Stock Ashley, and the 4th Gen Boss, Donia. Showtime 6 p.m. Music by Chromatic Live, Fire Team, Shabrock Team Wire, and Polo Blacks Movement, powered by Stingray Movement. So get your tickets online now at First in Line JA. No weapons allowed. Must be 18 years or older. Drink responsibly.
Dear viewers and subscribers, one of the best events in the holidays. So don't be late. Caymanos Golf Club, Ryan LFC represent for this party. I want all the people them to roll out, buy on the ticket early online. Some of the top dancehall artists will be there. So don't be late. Purchase a ticket right now.
Hi guys, I'm Antoinette, one of the medical estheticians here at Catalia Perfect in Med Spa and also a part owner.
I am Sashana, one of the medical esthetician here and part owner. We are located at shops at Southdale, Shop 10.
Some of our most common procedures are non-surgical, which is the body contouring that consists of ultrasonic cavitation, radio frequency, laser lipo, and also fat dissolving, non-surgical breast and buttocks enhancement, also foot detox.
We also offer facials such as chemical peels, anti-aging. We also offer vaginal rejuvenation, vaginal steaming.
Social media plays a big role, I would say. The celebrities and the popular persons that we're seeing, everyone looks a certain type of way. And in our minds, we feel like this is what we're supposed to feel like, this is what we're supposed to look like. You know, so because it's influencing us and that's what we see, and sometimes, to be honest, you will have an insecurity or something kind of feels out of place to you, but you're good with it, you don't have an issue with it until someone actually says to you or points it out to you, and then you're like, oh Lord God, so that means other people see it too, and then you start feeling a certain type of way within yourself, and then you want to fix it. So yeah, it does.
For entertainers, I don't think they should have a certain beauty standards because we're all human, we're made uniquely different. So I don't think they should have a certain beauty standards.
Non-surgical and surgical procedures are both as effective. Reason being, it's just that one works faster than the other. Once you're doing a surgical procedure, you're going to see the results immediately. If it's non-surgical, then you're going to take about a couple weeks to start seeing your results. But you will get the results that you're looking for. Maintenance is really the key factor. After doing the surgical procedures and even your non-surgical procedures.
And guys, remember that non-surgical procedures and surgical procedures are not solutions for weight loss. And discipline and consistency is key, guys, remember.
My advice for entertainers who feel pressured to do surgical procedures, if it's a case where you feel pressured to do it and you're not necessarily doing it because you want to, don't do it. Anyone doing any form of surgical procedure, if you're not doing it for yourself, don't do it. You have to do something because it makes you feel good. It makes you feel more confident, not because someone else, because the truth is, at the end of the day, people are still going to talk.
Just do you. Because no matter what you do, people are always going to find fault.
Our advice for persons who are considering doing surgical procedures for body contouring: do your research first on the facilities that you want to go to, the doctor that you want to work on you. You have to know your medical history, and you have to actually go and be honest persons. Don't know that you have certain underlying ailments and you don't let your doctor know, because that can lead to complications and you really don't want that. If you're a smoker or a drinker, you know you have to stop. There are certain vitamins that they will advise you to get. Ladies, be prepared. You need your garments, which is like the faja, the sponges, the ab boards, the circulation socks, stuff like that. So be prepared. Don't run, do the surgeries, and then you don't know what you're supposed to be doing, what you should have in advance, what you should be doing during the time of your surgery or immediately after you come off that recovery table. The reason why your consultation is important is because that's the way we get to assess your treatment area. That's how we know how much product we'll have to use, how we'll have to customize your treatment, which one of the procedures is best for you.
Guys, so aftercare for surgery, that's very important. You still need to come in and get your ultrasound cavitation done, your wood therapy, your massage to avoid any form of scar tissues. It's very, very important to get your aftercare, post-op care for surgery.
And with aftercare, you have to remember that you have to spend just as much money that you spend to do the surgery. Because you don't want the scar tissues, as what Sashana said, you don't want all those issues coming along after you don't spend up all much money already to do your surgical procedure. So yeah, aftercare is just as important, and you have to spend. If none of the procedures that we offer is the right one for you, then we will advise you where to go to probably get some advice as it relates to surgical procedures.
So guys, you can find us on all socials. On Instagram is KettlingPerfect10JA, Facebook is Kettling Perfect 10 Med Spa, and TikTok is Kettling Perfect 10 Med Spa.